Previously on Twin Portals.
Swoj has had a wild night. Their newly minted Short Rest Tavern was filled to the brim with friends and patrons when an explosive fireball rocked the alley outside. One of the victims was a gnome, his body resting in the middle of the alley, with mud-stained boots and a pouch full of gems bearing the name Neverember. They learned of a man clad in dark leather armor who knelt down and took something from the gnome's body before fleeing the scene. Swoj couldn't trace this thief's footsteps, but they did find the murder weapon, an enchanted necklace of fireballs tossed into a bucket by a figure from the rooftops overlooking the alley, which they deduced was one of the mechanical nimblewrights sold by their absent associate, Jarlaxle. As the mystery surrounding the attack compounded, they made plans to seek out the one individual linked to the gnome, their noble friend, Renaer Neverember.
You want to get started? Don't clap. I will get you mittens. I'm going to buy you D&D mittens.
Thanks.
Where we left off.
Hold on. We have a new voice at the table. Robert Lee is here joining us at the table. Hi, Robert.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good. I'm excited.
You've been sitting here for an hour and 30 minutes waiting for us to get started.
Yeah, and so they do a lot of talking about nothing.
About all the things.
And then we do a show, too.
Justin sang us a song.
It's true.
It'll be at the end.
No, don't listen.
Robert's joining in to be our very first guest character. Happy to have him.
I'm honored.
Welcome, Robert.
Yeah. Cool. All right. TS?
Let's see how it shakes out.
Yep. You want to... Yeah, now let's do it.
Where we left off. The four heroes of Swoj were just leaving Vincent Trench's office, stepping back into the charred remains of Troll Skull Alley. It is nighttime now. The sun has set, and the flickering embers of the explosion are still lighting up corners of the streets and some of the wooden walls of the alley. The city watch presence has kind of dissipated. There's still some clerics kind of cleaning up the mess, putting out the fires, setting up a crime scene, but overall it's easier to come in and out of the alley. Some of the other people who live in Troll Skull Alley or pass through it have kind of come back in to check it out and see what's going on. And you have the night to yourselves. What do you do? What's your goal?
God, where to start? So the place just blew up.
The building is still standing.
Yeah.
There's a cleric like sweeping away the remains of some pigeons.
That seems
bin.
like bad work for a cleric.
Yeah.
Clerics get a lot done, man.
Cleric's got a cleric.
We probably knew those pigeons.
Yeah, it seemed like
Sally
might have been in...
Yeah, is Sally there?
Yeah, one of them's mostly featherless.
Oh, no.
No!
We recognize her. Yeah.
Was Pog around? Does he know that this is happening?
You don't see Pog.
Okay.
Yeah. The emergency plan that you set up before the event seemed to actually kind of go off with Ilka's help. She was inside coordinating when the blast first went off, and a lot of the Seaplum crew actually did what they were supposed to do.
Holy shit.
And like bunkered down inside the building in different places and kind of took
by a tree.
positions. So that's what Pog's up to, presumably.
Okay, cool. And Felrek left to go find Zardoz, and he's gone, or he's still here?
Felrek is nowhere to be found at this point.
So I think since Felrek said that he was going to go find Zardoz, maybe we should try to head over to Renaer's, see if he has anything that he can explain.
Yeah.
You guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a good
As you look at each other, you hear a cawing sound from the bin as the clerics are sweeping, and this bedraggled, burned pigeon kind of claws its way out from inside the bin and looks around wildly before it sees the four of you, lets out a caw and scampers away down a side alley, not even flying anymore. It's very mysterious.
What? Did it look like Sally?
It did.
I chase after it and try to catch it.
What?
Roll acrobatics.
14.
Okay, and you see this pigeon like leaping under a shed, like a little like kind of like waste accumulating box kind of thing next to Troll Skull Manor, and you kind of like lunge your hand under it and you grab this pigeon, and it's looking wild-eyed. It's like completely burned on one side, and it seems very fierce, and it starts kind of pecking at your hand.
I pet it and soothe it and tell it it's a very good birdie.
Roll animal handling.
I run up behind her and assist with this. Sally! 18.
18. And the pigeon...
This was a 5, so it's like pecking my hands off.
Yeah, the pigeon's like screaming shrilly at you, Ilka, until Zay shows up. And it sees Zay and like just kind of literally takes a deep breath and like gets more tranquil. And then you hear a rumbling, a rustling coming from inside the main doors of Trollskull Manor that are still blasted open. And you see Pog Waggletop come shuffling out.
Hey!
And he's like, "Oh my god, Sally! Oh, she's alive! Oh, you saved her!" The pigeon like rolls its eyes. And then he sees the other birds being swept into a bin, and he starts weeping profusely and clawing at his face and just like panicking. What do you do?
Pog will be sure to create a lovely memorial to the other pigeons and grow another family for you, starting with Sally.
He says thank you, and he takes the pigeon if you give her up.
I believe, is Zay holding...
You're
soothing her in my hands?
Yeah, I was soothing her in your hands.
Good,
yes.
she's mostly stopped pecking me. I gently hand over the bird and like wipe the blood off my hands onto my pants.
Okay.
Mine, not the bird's.
Right. The bird, yeah. And the bird kind of has lost a lot of its steam at this point. She seems actually kind of worse for the wear, and she relaxes in Pog's hands, and he tucks her into a pocket in his coat and heads back inside and kind of nods at the four of you and says, "Don't worry, things are all right inside. Everyone's fine. Taga's having a hard time breathing, but she's getting better, Scoot."
Okay.
I don't like that. I'm focused on the hard time breathing part, so that's what I want to fixate on. So,
Okay, if everything seems under control, just tell everybody inside that we're going to go investigate.
You got it.
All right, thanks, Pog. Let's head to Rainier's.
He waddles back in.
before we go,
Okay, Scoot, what?
I'm feeling more in touch with animals now, and it seems like, if I think about it, for roughly 10 minutes, I might be able to have a conversation with Sally. Mechanically speaking, I have speak with animals as a ritual.
Okay, but
I can do that.
Yeah. Are you going to?
Do we want to use... Am I supposed to do that?
You can.
I feel like maybe we should go and talk to Rainier.
All right.
I mean, Sally survived. She would have had a bird's eye view of the...
She was also like passing out.
Okay.
Yeah. So she needs some time.
Yeah,
Okay.
Head is rolling back.
So I think, I don't know how much more Sally could tell us that we haven't already figured out on our own.
But this is the first thing that happened. Clearly, it's the most important thing, or why else would it be included in the story?
Or our DM felt sad about Sally dying.
Yeah, I think
not
it's possible
Terry.
that... Yeah, I think that's a good guess.
Well, Sally is with Pog now. Everything's probably in a good
We can
shape.
check in later. All right, I have the Never Ember bag tucked into my pouches, and I feel ready to go talk to Rainier.
Good. How are we going to get there?
We're going to take our cab. We're going to take our Zuber, and Scoot's going to drive.
Yeah.
He's getting really good at it.
Yeah.
Your Zuber is kind of blasted sideways right now, and the wheels are all messed up. But it's only a short walk. He lives near the north wall of Waterdeep, the north gate, and so you know how to get there. It's only like a 10-minute walk.
We can't flip this thing back over?
I mean, you could try to patch it up, but like the wheels are kind of busted up.
two-minute-
Oh, all right.
A little bit
I thought it was
loose.
just tipped over.
Like
Okay.
the axle,
But it's
a little
actually
bit
like...
forked up.
All right,
so-
yeah.
All right, let's walk. Let's
Okay.
go.
And so the four of you make your way north out of Trollskull Alley. As you're making your way up towards the north gate of Waterdeep, down Saradoon Street, you see before you, looking worried, coming towards you, a tall, really handsome, well-dressed man with long, flowing red hair.
Ooh.
And he looks like he's in a tizzy, and he sees the four of you, and he says, "Lark, Ilka, Zay, Scoot."
Is it Rainier?
It is Rainier. Yes.
Hi, Rainier.
He says, "Come." He looks around, like, just to kind of check that nobody's following you, and he guides you into a side alley, and brings you in close, and he says, "Are you all right? Oh my God, I heard the explosion."
The four of us are mostly okay. Many of our friends are badly injured
Or dead.
or dead.
Can I do anything to help? Do you need any help? Money or a doctor or something?
Send him money
sorry,
and
I
a doctor.
We need information.
I don't have a lot of practical skills.
See that?
So, Rainier, we think that something to do with your family precipitated the event. We found a gnome. We found the remains of a gnome holding a bag with your family's name stitched on the inside. With
And
various
full of
jewels,
gems.
full of gems.
And his face drops. He gets kind of slack for a second, and then his eyes light up, and he says, "Well, that sounds just like Dalakar. That's the guy that's been tailing me for the last couple months, maybe."
Dalakar?
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in more than a 10-day. I assumed maybe he was off the trail, but maybe he was up to something else.
Why was he trailing you?
I think he was hired by my dad just to keep tabs on me, but maybe he had a different mission altogether.
Yeah, it looks like he was running towards the short rest. Why would he have been coming to the opening night party?
I don't know. The last that I heard, he'd been asking some of my friends around the city about me, and they told me that he was asking them about the adventurers that rescued him with Swoj. So maybe he thought there was some connection between you four and me, and he's looking for more info.
I'm going to carefully pull out the necklace and ask him if he recognizes anything about it.
He sees it. He says, "No, I'm not familiar with that. It's magic."
We think one of these red stones caused the explosion.
Well, I guess Dalakar could have a necklace like that, but I've never seen anything like it on him. I've seen him kind of flitting around outside the windows and waiting for me outside of bars and whatnot, but he mostly just kept it low-key and didn't have any sort of fancy accoutrements, so to speak.
Do you think Dalakar would have had any connection to the Xanathar?
Let me roll intelligence. He says, "I don't think so. I mean, Dalakar was he was a spy, so maybe he had some contacts, but I don't think he would work with them. He was pretty close with my dad, and my dad wanted nothing to do with the Xanathar. They were at odds throughout my dad's reign as Open Lord. So, I would say probably not." And as you're talking, who has the sending stone? Is it Lark?
I have a sending stone.
Yes. You hear a soft coming from inside.
Whoa! Oh, I take it out. Lark here.
And you hear a voice that kind of like patches in. It's kind of crumbly at first, and it's like, "And this is Lark. It's the Grey Wizard Jenks.
Jenks, come in. I read you.
Hey, I took the stone from Terry's body. He wasn't really using it.
Okay, great. What's happening back at the short rest?
Well, there's some unsavory figures here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
We'll head right back.
Okay, it's Zardoz, and he brought some people with him.
Okay, we're on our way. Thanks, Great Wizard Jenks. Over and out.
Am I doing it right?
You're doing it great. Great. See you in a bit.
So, for the listeners, just so you know, these two jackasses both held up walkie-talkies to their mouths.
I hope that audio quality was just pristine.
Just perfect mime work.
And Renair looks at the four of you and says, "Am I coming at a bad time? Like, I can stop back maybe tomorrow or something."
Sure, that sounds good, Rainier.
All right. Well, I'll keep my ear to the ground.
Thank you for coming to check on us, Rainier.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Yeah, and thanks for the info about Dalakar.
Hope the winds are at your back. Yeah.
I think he's dead, so you might be able to move around less observed.
That's not really the way I was hoping to go about it, but man, something's going on in this city.
I know.
Definitely.
I love your optimism. I think he's dead. Like, I think
he's dead.
Dead.
He's dead.
Dead.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hightail it back to the short rest.
I'm gonna lay low. I think this sounds like if Dalakar is down, maybe they'll come for me next.
Oh no! Do you want to stay with us? Do you want to hide out at the short rest?
Could I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you think it's safe, all right, I'll come with.
Do Zardoz and Rainier have any ick between them?
Not that we know
Zardoz, the
of.
Seed Maiden's Fair guy. I like
Yeah.
his beer.
Yeah.
Sweet, no worries then.
We
Zardoz
can
is
always.
fancy.
We should sneak you in the back either way, so that no one knows that you're
Sounds good.
staying with us.
Okay.
All right. Let's go, Swoj.
Four of you wind around, taking a long route behind Troll Skull Manor to the back door by the kitchen, and you make your way inside. Leaf opens the door for you. You kind of see this spectral figure, and Rhaenyra is very impressed. And then he heads upstairs, and four of you enter the main lounge of Troll Skull of the Short Rest. And inside, you see the Great Wizard Jenks hanging out with his two buddies, Nat and Squidly. A tiefling wearing an eye patch, and then this young, sort of half-elven looking child. who's kind of making all these hand gestures and signaling to them. And standing over the three of them are these three figures, two of which you recognize. One is Felrek Lafine, who's looking at the four of you and at everyone gathered very worriedly and concerned. You see Zardoz Zord, who just kind of has his arms crossed and looks like he was waiting for you. He looks very confident. And then you see this third figure, who is obviously a drow. Kind of, I guess, what are you doing right now? What's your stance, your attitude?
I am standing there with my arms folded, looking skeptical.
Yeah, and you can tell this figure is wearing barely any armor, just kind of like casual, kind of stylish, almost clothing. His fingers are covered in rings, like gold and brass and steel and various gemstones. And his white drow hair is kind of pleated back in rows on his head. He's got a big necklace, a big golden necklace, right?
Yeah, it's very shiny, and there's a big gilded lock on it.
And as Zardoz Zord sees you, he says, "My friends, I have news for you."
What's the news, Zardoz?
Well, I'm glad you're all right. I'm sorry that I had to leave in such a hurry before. But I was worried about the Troll Skull Irregulars. You know, I didn't see them around, and I thought something might have happened. So as I was looking for them, I found them to the east, near the Graalhund Villa. And Squidly and Nat are like nodding. And you notice as you get closer that Squidly seems to have kind of a wound, like on his arm. He's got this gash, like he was lacerated by something.
Oh.
And the three kids are kind of looking at each other, and they're like, "Yeah." And Zardoz says, "Why don't you three tell them what happened?" And Nat looks at Squidly and Jax, and Squidly steps forward and shows off his wound and kind of flexes his arm as if it's like a really badass war wound. And he says, "Yeah, so it's bad stuff, you guys. Hate to break it to you, but we heard that explosion, right? We were off, just doing our rounds of the neighborhood. We heard that blast, and we came running back to figure out what was going on. But as we were running back, we saw this guy in black leather armor, and he looked all burned, like half of his face was just like crispy, like a rasher of bacon. And we followed him because he was limping, and he looked real suspicious. And so we followed him, and he ran to the east. And we were like, oh my God, something's going on here. This guy must have been the one who did it. And me and Nat were sneaking up behind him when we saw him meet up with this guy. We call him the Baz Turd, Hrabaz. He's a half-orc.
Oh, that guy.
Terry's future body.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Keep talking about it.
I whisper quietly in Lark's ear.
Wow, that's a grim way to look at it. But I think I see where you're going, and I'm with you, Zay. But anyway, they were meeting up, and Hrabaz was taking him back into the Graalhund Villa through the back door. So we were kind of sneaking in close, and Hrabaz saw us, and he took a stab at my arm, and he got me. He was really fast.
Oh, no.
And so we left in a hurry, and that's when we ran into Zardoz here, and he took us back. And we also met this fella. Yeah, he's kind of scary looking, but sorry, mister, we don't mean to...
It's all right.
Anyway, why is this guy here Zardoz? And Zardoz kind of looks at the four of you and says, as you can tell, it sounds like there's something going on at the Graalhund Villa. And he looks at Ilka and says, I feel like my presence might make things worse, but my associate here, E.
Mr. E.
Mr. E.
Mr. E.
Mm-hmm.
He says with a
That
grin.
sounds puzzling.
He's a bit of a homewrecker, and I think he might be able to help you out if you want to investigate.
A homewrecker?
Man, I'm glad I
That's
don't
what we
have a
call
home.
them. People who wreck homes.
Steal someone's wife?
Husband?
Wrecker of home.
E?
Depends on what's most valuable in the place. I'll take it.
Ah, okay.
Legit.
I like a man with a code.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Mr. E.
Yeah.
Just, I kind of nudged whoever's in Swoj nearby me. What's the most valuable thing we have here, and can we hide it?
It's the poster.
Don't.
I said it too loud.
You said it too loud.
Lark,
I've
what's
already
his
got
name?
a list, so go over it later if you want.
Thank you. We can compare lists.
Squidly's like, yeah, this guy's been in here for like 10 minutes taking notes, you guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh, balls. All right.
Lark, what's his name again?
Who? Mr. E.
It's Mystery?
No, Mr. E.
Oh, it's Mr. E.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, well, it sounds like maybe we should head to the Gralhund Villa to ask Krabas what's going on, why he was chasing the gnome, and maybe he knows something about the explosion.
Feels like a really direct way for all of us to get stabbed.
So you're saying we should prepare?
And Zardoz is like, well, that's why you have Mr. E here. Mr. E will make sure everything goes smoothly, right, E?
That's right, I'll get you in. We'll get in. Quick, look around. Listen up. Punch some faces if needed.
I like
we'll
him.
Get out. Whatever you want, I'm here to help.
Ilka suddenly looks at his rings very differently.
Hoping to see the impression of them on someone else's face later.
Do y'all have any rings?
Yeah,
I do actually have a ring on.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any rings.
Oh,
No,
mine's obviously on my
mine
fingers.
is clearly hidden
Clearly hidden.
under my character sheet.
So there's a brass ring and a silver ring, right? And I think Ilka has the silver one?
I have the silver
You have the silver
one.
one? Okay.
We traded it back and forth.
And I'm wearing the brass.
Okay. You know that, E, just because you, yeah, that's what you do.
Okay, thanks, Squidly. I'm sorry. Are you going to be okay? Do you need some help with your arm?
Well, Lee's been helping us out, and I think between everyone here, we're gonna keep watch on the fort. And Felrecht also, and as he says that, Felrecht steps forward and says, I'll do my best to defend the short rest while you're gone. I feel like it's the least I can do, and I'll keep everyone safe, and I'll make sure these three, do their jobs well, right? And Felrecht kind of gets this sort of paternal, like he gathers them to him and they're like, yeah, we're going to defend Troll Skull. And Nat runs to the door to start taking watch. She seems to be surveying the alley, and she's making hand signals behind her back to the rest of the crew. And the other two irregulars are kind of taking notes and looking to each other and nodding. And they start scoping out the bar and looking out the windows to see where the points of entry might be. They're taking this very seriously.
So I have a question. I'd like to help develop a plan, but how are we going to walk there? Are we going to, it's walking distance?
Yeah, it's like a block away.
Oh.
You're on
Wow.
the Troll Skull Alley is between Saradoon Street and Delzorin Street. And literally at the end of the corner of Delzorin Street is where the Gralhund Villa is located.
Okay.
So
I'm going to gather everyone but Mr. E close and say, Ilka, do you have any insight into these grounds that we're about to head to? Anything that would help us sneak in or sneak out or stay together while we're inside?
I knew the layout several decades ago. I can't say if it'll be exactly the same.
roll intelligence, Ilka. Or knowledge history if you have that.
Still dropping the 4E references.
It's 3rd edition actually. Yeah.
Is it 3rd?
Yeah, 3.5.
13.
Baby. 13. Yeah, you have like a hazy recollection of how the main mansion was laid out. They also have various other estates like in other cities, and so like you kind of, it all blurs together a little bit, like which one's which.
Mm-hmm. Would this be the one I grew up in?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, so you spent a lot of time on the 2nd floor is like where the main bedroom and kind of like the kids' room is. So you also spent a lot of time like at different churches and like being tutored around the city. So like the villa was kind of the home base, but you spent a lot of time abroad.
Yeah, I grew up in that house.
All right. Is there like any back entrance or secret escape or anything
There
that
is.
you recall?
There's a main gate. So there's a main gate, there's a carriage house, and then there's a back door to like the kitchen area that the staff use. And they're all kind of on different points, like a triangle on this. It's kind of a walled estate, sort of like the Castellanter Villa. They got 20-foot high walls. And that's always been the case. It's pretty old. It's been around for hundreds of years.
Is there a way under or through these walls other than the main entrance, Ilka, that you recall? Like that would have been secret to just your family, like if you needed to escape or something like that?
I mean, if I had created a villa like this, there probably would be some kind of a water exit.
There is a sanitary system in the 2nd floor bathroom, but it's very tight. It's not like a aqueduct or like something a person would jump
Did
down.
any of you read the Shawshank Redemption?
Shawshank.
There is a chimney on the rooftop. There's also a 2nd floor balcony that overlooks the grounds.
I call Mr. E over. Mr. E, have you had a chance to investigate the Gralhund estate? Do you have any recommendations for how to approach this?
I don't have intimate knowledge of the house, but if we find a door, I can get us in. I feel pretty confident.
I totally respect that confidence. I will follow you there.
If you had to get in, what way would you take? And without anybody knowing.
I would go through, maybe if I wasn't listening, so I don't know much about this house. But if there was some kind of servant's entrance.
Can I roll insight on the wasn't really listening?
I would go in through the servant's entrance and, we could always shake someone down, tie them up if we needed to.
All right. I like that plan.
There's going to be 5 of us. Is the dog. Maybe 5 of us, so we could intimidate a maid, I think, pretty thoroughly.
Ooh.
How does he know about our former pet?
Yes.
You're Swoge!
That's true.
I know a lot of things, too. I got my finger on the pulse of the underworld of this city. There's a lot of people afraid of you.
Are we well, I like that part, but are we in the underworld? We're pretty overworld, I
The
thought.
underworld is scared of us.
That's right.
We got on the run.
Ooh.
There's like, will the guards see us? Will Swoge be near?
Oh,
In that order.
In that
nice.
order.
Zardoz says, the underworld has been bleeding up more and more lately onto the streets, so
That's true.
what is the distinction these days?
Oh, God.
Okay, I think we should go.
Let's go. Yeah.
So,
Good.
you're heading towards the servant door?
Yeah, creeping around the back.
Okay.
It's night, yeah?
It is night, yeah. It's about 9 o'clock maybe. The streets are well lit. There's still plenty of people moving up and down the streets. It's a fantasy Friday night.
It's been Fantasy Friday night for so long.
3 times. Everything happens on Fantasy Fridays.
Apparently.
So you make your way down the street, and as you approach the Grahund Villa, you see, again, there's this kind of main, sort of like the Castellantra Villa, but smaller. There's this 2-story main mansion with a wall going around this big enclave. And on one end of the wall is an obvious sort of carriage house with a big kind of barn door that seems like it's locked with a big padlock on it. And tucked into a little alcove along the main building is a little side door that's closed at this point. As you get closer, you're about 100 feet away. Roll perception, the 5 of you.
Ooh.
20 modified.
Less than that.
11.
9.
5.
5.
You know what? Yeah, 5.
So
I'm super interested in
+1.
Ilka's childhood
And
home.
+3
This is
because
very
it's
interesting. I want to know all about it, so I'm paying very good attention.
Yeah, Zay, you're like really on tenterhooks, and you hear, as you're approaching, a faint scream come from the second floor of the building.
Don't hear anything.
Somewhere in there.
It's pretty calm out here.
There's a lot of like foot traffic, so the rest of you are kind of distracted and you don't pick it up. But
Yeah,
Zay,
I'm like humming. I'm humming a exciting tune. So I couldn't hear anything.
I'm not even
Yeah,
sure
I'm
this is
having
the right
like
building.
tunnel vision. This is like flashback stuff for me.
sure. So you're like wide-eyed, you're humming. Zay is just like super excited. Scoot.
I may have walked into the building accidentally. Like, thump
sure.
right against the wall.
Like you tripped and caught yourself on like a lamp and like twisted it, and the
Like
lamp fell off and like exploded on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that, but more obvious.
And this does not match
How low your roll was.
what you've heard about Swoge very well at all. They're like a pretty intimidating outfit.
Yeah.
Well, one of us
Mark.
matches it.
Lark, shh.
What? Oh, sorry.
I think I heard someone scream on the second floor.
What? I didn't hear anything.
You were humming.
Oh, that's true.
It was awesome, by the way. I think that should be our theme song.
Thanks.
Okay, and at this point, you don't see anybody on the walls, anybody keeping watch. You get outside the servant door. What do? You hear silence coming from through this door. So you don't hear anything, I suppose.
I'm gonna try the door. Is it unlocked?
Yeah,
is
it's
locked.
pretty late. There's probably servants not there. Hey, Mr. E,
Yeah.
we've encountered the door you foretold of
Yeah,
that you're gonna get us through.
You want me to pick that lock?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna admire his technique. I'm gonna step back and watch.
And I'm gonna flip out my kit. It was tucked in a pocket somewhere.
Nice.
And I flip it open. I look at the lock. I examine it. I notice what kind it is, and I start pulling out tools.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna unlock it.
Okay, roll to unlock it. It's a 17.
17.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So, yeah, you all see Mr. E kind of lean down and puts his lockpicks in this really ornate-looking lock, and hear a click, and the door swings open.
Oh my god, that was amazing!
I know.
Inside...
I just say you can do that without smashing the door? That's allowed?
Yeah. Inside, you're greeted by a pantry. There's shelves containing dry food stuff, spices, preserves, ale, water, wine, and 2 obviously dead servants, like big spatters of blood. They've been slashed open. There seems to be like a cook, like a young halfling cook, and an older human dressed in kind of butler's uniform, and they're both super dead.
Oh no! Bad night for halflings.
They look 100% dead.
Good call, Mr. E.
Yep.
I think we should hurry to the second floor. Ilko, could you lead the way?
Yeah, there's one door beyond, like on the other side of the pantry, over a table.
Is the door open or closed?
Closed.
By listening at it, do I hear anything?
Roll perception.
13.
You hear the faint sound of armed conflict, like people fighting, swords, armor, grunting, shouting, coming from somewhere beyond inside the mansion, like above or in front of you. It's hard to say.
What are you listening for? Ilka, let's go!
There's definitely some fighting in here. If you've got something you need to do to a weapon to get it ready, now's the time to do it.
Oh, nice.
I pull my dagger.
Ready.
I crack my knuckles. My rings gleam.
It's really audible.
I grab my great axe, I hold it in front of me, I just smell it.
No tea for you.
Oh, in my other hand, I pull out the sickle of windiness.
Oh, that's right! The sickle of windiness.
It had a different name at one point. But,
It never did.
It does noisy slashing damage. That's what I wrote down.
I'm drawing my magic song sword.
and it seems to make more music. Like, it's not unclear why exactly, but like there's a couple more instruments involved as it whips out in the
Yeah, it does.
Ilka, quiet!
It's like a quartet now or something, yeah.
Your sword leveled up.
Oh no, is it absorbing musicians' souls? I really hope so.
Oh my god! That is genius!
So, but yeah,
It does now.
It is kind of noisy though, so like that's if you move it too fast.
I draw my rapier also. My new magic rapier.
Wait, the sickle one-handed or two? I don't have that.
It's
written down.
one-handed.
Okay, so I'm good. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Alright, is the door locked?
It seems to be jammed. There's no lock on it, but it seems like there's a bar or something on the other side blocking it.
Scoot.
Scoot!
Are there bad guys right on the other side of this thing?
Roll perception.
What I perceive as bad guys? Ethically, for my... 14.
You hear the sound of a boiling pot, but that's it.
Oh, like
In the next
in the
room.
kitchen? Oh, in the next room.
You're in a
Boiling.
pantry right now, not a kitchen.
I hear a boiling pot, but that's all I can really pick up.
Hey, Scoot, can
Yeah.
you quietly break this door down?
Yes, absolutely.
Go for it, Scoot!
I've
He
only...
starts hammering out the whatever those are called that keep it shut. What is that called?
hinge?
Pin, the hinge pin.
A
Yeah.
hinge? That's not what I do.
That's okay. No, yeah, it's not.
I'm
I was
getting-
like, what if you? And he's already done something else.
Yep, that's about it. And right while you're looking at the hinge, checking it to see if it mechanically you can pry it open, I am winding up a kick as hard as I can right next to that whatever feels like it's jammed. Wait a second. After I do this, once I start launching the kick, Scoot thinks to himself, does the door actually go open that way or this
Yeah, I
way?
was just wondering that myself.
But I've already committed to it.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm looking at the hinges, we're screwed.
So, yeah.
Make that strength roll. It's definitely, you can all see it's a pull door, by the way. It's very clear. The hinges are on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you were like gearing up to like just pop the pins out, but yeah.
But no, and mid-launch,
Yep.
I'm thinking, doors go two ways sometimes, but a lot of times just one.
If it's a pantry door, it might go.
20! Yes!
There's no longer a door.
25 with athletics.
Okay, you slam into the door, like with your whole body, I assume.
No, this
Just a
was
full-on like boot kick.
this was gonna be just a boom,
like, this
big
is
kick.
Sparta.
Yeah, like this is Sparta. I'm kicking this door into the pit.
Okay.
So it has to live down there forever.
And you hit it like square in the center of gravity to the point where it rips the hinges off the wall and like takes the frame of the door with it. And like a chunk of the ceiling actually like collapses down and like obstructs half the doorway. And you can kind of see above you what looks like a hallway of some sort that's now collapsed. And there's lights, but no sign of movement up there. And in front of you is a kitchen that is devoid of life, but there is a pot that's overflowing with some kind of like beef and bell peppers kind of spilling out of it. Some sort of soup that was on the fire.
And this is what I get 20s on. Kicking the door down to a room where there's no people.
Correct. And there's a big fireplace in this room as well.
And I turn to look and I say, quiet enough for you?
They'll never know we're here.
Change the structure.
This is Swooge!
It's silent at this point as you listen for like any reaction.
And I check to see what's on the stove.
Turn it off while you're over there, Scoot.
Okay.
It looks like some kind of delicious soup.
Responsibly, I turn it off and set it to the side so it can start to cool and we can enjoy a meal.
Nice. Do you strain it or anything? Or no, it's a soup.
Do you strain soup?
Well, it's beef and bell peppers. You could do what you want.
Make some
I
potatoes.
was just watching Cowboy Bebop too.
Yeah.
Beef and bell peppers. Thank you for the
getting
reference.
that reference, yeah.
Aw, these are adorable.
Okay, and there's another door beyond on the other side of the kitchen. So you're kind of making your way deeper into the house as you go. And you can go upwards, try and crawl through there, or dead ahead.
I'm smelling the soup, looking at it, and then I say, guys, do you think that was a pull door or a push door?
It doesn't matter anymore, Scoot.
It will never matter again.
Okay.
Listen, if we're trying to get up to the second floor and do it in a way that we might not be seen, there's a convenient hole in the ceiling now. We can actually go that way.
Can we fit through it?
Yeah, you could squeeze through it, definitely. You also, as you're talking now, all of a sudden, you hear another come from, like, the other side of the fireplace. Like, whatever's on that side of the wall.
So, but on the first floor.
On the first floor, yep.
Oh.
So I wonder if they
Like a wet
to
thump.
the second floor and the bad guys are still making their way up there, or if now they're making their way back out again. We're taking our time. So I vote we go up. Push me up through the hole.
Okay. I give Zay
I
a
start
boost.
climbing a lark.
Yeah. Yep, I give Zay a boost and I push her up.
Okay, and say you make your way up into this hallway. It looks like you're in more of the servants' quarters of the mansion right now. Like there's not a lot of fancy stuff. There's a couple closed doors adjacent to this hallway, like there's kind of an L intersection. There's a closed door on one side, and at the end of the hallway there's another closed door. And at the opposite end of the hallway is a staircase going back down. Like the bottom of the stairs would be in the direction of the door you haven't been through yet in the kitchen. So that just might be a connection point over there.
Okay.
So what do? You don't see any movement.
Guys, there's a stairway through that doorway. Otherwise, if I can help anyone up, let's come this way.
Can we all fit through this hole?
Yeah, by helping each other out. Yeah.
I'll stay in the bottom and boost people up.
I'm gonna climb up on top of Scoot and through the hole.
I'm fine with that.
Easy peasy. Eat.
Yep, hoist me up, buddy. Thank you.
And Lark, my
Yep,
friend.
I go too.
And I make sure to watch out for his hat.
Thank you.
Yep.
The hat barely fits. You have to like fold it a little bit.
Yep. And I was like, and I'm. This is the slowest one. Where I'm actually giving you some direction. No, left a little bit, and too much. Come back and yep. Yeah, you're good now.
Thanks, Scoot.
And then I try to climb up the wreckage.
Okay, I move to the far door that seems like it's going to lead to the rest of the house, and I open it.
Oh, okay.
No precaution to the wind.
Yep.
Yeah, and inside.
Caution. Precaution.
That too.
We got there.
Album 2, Precaution to the Wind.
You open the door is actually locked. As you try to pull on it, and you hear like hush, like you hear like kind of panic, like oh no, hold it tight, like from the inside as you like try to open it. Like there's multiple voices beyond the door.
Is there a keyhole?
Yes.
I lean down and I whisper in the keyhole, "Whoever's over there, this is Swooge. If you need to be rescued, come in here."
And you hear voices saying like, "What did that voice say? What? This is what? Swooge." And one voice is like, "It said Swooge. It says Swooge. Guys, open the door, Veronica." The door opens, and inside you see a huddled room. Yeah, it's like a servant's quarters. There's like 6 cheaper beds, and there's about 9 servants kind of huddled.
6 beds,
on the
9.
older woman. Yeah. Do the math. and they're all kind of brandishing like rolling pins and crowbars and
nice.
fire pokers, and they're all kind of like staring at the five of you, really scared.
I think we could take him, guys.
Wait, Mr. E, no, wait, hold on a second.
Who here can tell us what's going on?
And
Quickly!
there's a younger servant in the back who's holding a rolling pin who steps forward and is like, just relax everyone. This is Swoj. You haven't seen the posters?
Quickly, tell us what's going on!
Okay. So we were just cooking dinner, and then roll persuasion or intimidation, depending on your.
Definitely persuasion.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's the same. Oh no! I'm like, guys, just tell us.
Numerically speaking.
5.
5. Okay, they're really panicked and they're having a hard time articulating. But this servant wipes the sweat off her brow and says, "So, what you need to know is that the Graalhoons have been bankrolling the Black Network for months. The Zentrum have been quartered in our house. I don't know if this was really a secret, but you need to know this because the Zentrum have turned coat and they've been murdering the staff. I don't know what's going on beyond the walls here, but we're just trying to keep safe."
What, the Graalhoons are murdering their own staff?
No, the Zentrum are murdering the Graalhoons.
Oh my god. Is that who's here? Are the Zentrum here?
Yes.
What?
And I'm worried about that.
Right.
And I'm concerned about that. But I'm also wondering if they want to work for us at Troll Skull.
So there is a hole behind us. It leads directly to the pantry. You should help each other drop down, run out the servants' entrance, and meet us at the short rest. It should be safe there.
Okay.
Get some uniforms.
Bring food!
And they're all wearing like Graalhound uniforms. It's like purple and silver.
Yeah, the soup's ready. It's on the stove.
Yeah.
We moved it off so it wouldn't burn.
Oh my god. Is Mishera the chef? Is she okay?
Unfortunately, she's very
Okay.
not okay.
If you have any children
Sorry.
with you, close your eyes when you walk through the pantry.
Okay.
Close
And there's
there.
no children, luckily. This is probably the youngest person, the one who's been talking to you. So
Okay.
they nod and they start to filter out. And they're very tentative and they kind of slip down, helping each other out. They seem like a good staff. They work together well.
Okay, how do we get to the rest of the house?
It's not clear. There's that one room that you didn't go to yet.
That's I was trying to
She's
ask
asking them as they go down.
Yes.
Oh, you asked them. I
You're
see.
hollering it down the hole.
Yeah,
There's 9 of them. It's going to take them a while.
I'd say throw up the keys.
Oh,
Down at the
yeah.
base of this. Oh, do you say that?
Yes, throw up the keys. I don't want to kick through every door in this joint.
Mm-hmm. And one of them tosses a keychain back up to you that has a whole line of keys.
Ching.
I'll put away my picks.
Oh, damn. You know what?
No, we use the
He
key.
has other skills. I'm
Yes.
I don't want to take this away from you.
That was
Our
it.
human lockpick.
I respect what you're bringing, and I don't want to take that away.
No, I use keys when I have them.
I hand you the keys.
He's
I say,
proud.
Oh, sweet,
you
thank
will
you.
be, yes, you continue to be you.
You can be the
He
key
has
master.
this unique insight where he can just pick the right key every time.
I hope
Exactly.
so.
Like you can really line up a key to a lock very well.
Well, I
I-
can do it with my hand in my pocket. I just pull the right one out.
See, and if I had the key ring, I would just smash it against the door handle as many times as it takes to open it.
I wish
give
that was a superpower I wish I had. Picking the right key every time.
Every
That's
time,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They say
Let's go down the stairs.
The door to the Great Hall is at the base of the stairs. That's where all the Z's were heading up. They were trying to corner the Lord and Lady, I think.
How many were there?
Usually there were like at least 6, maybe up to 10,
Oh god.
stationed in the house.
Can any of you fight?
What?
Sounds like a
Honest
no.
question.
I mean, and the young one whose name you don't know is like, well, I have this crowbar, but I'm gonna head to the short rest.
That seems like a good
That's
idea.
fair.
Hey, young
It's
one,
worth
what's your
asking.
name?
Flo.
Flo,
My name's
alright.
Flo.
Thanks, Flo.
Hey,
Well,
you're in
maybe-
charge of defense.
Thank you.
Maybe-
You got it.
Maybe suggest people either cover up or take off their livery.
Should we get the city watch? I mean,
No. Yes?
I don't think the Lord and Lady would want us to.
No.
No.
Then no.
Then we'll handle it.
Yeah, Swoj is
If-
on the case.
When you get to the short rest, tell them everything you told us, and there might be some there who will come and help.
Good call.
She nods very solemnly and says, "We will do that." Okay.
Okay. All right.
Come on, everyone, and they head up downstairs through the hole.
So
Let's
we got
go down the stairways and to the Great Hall. We're
We got-
feeling prepared.
Yeah.
keys, we got new employees, we got some information. I'd say this is a successful raid. Let's go home.
No, let's go for
Okay.
justice. Lark charges downstairs.
As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you hear another wet, and like come from through the door that you're about to go through into the Great Hall. What do you do?
We send the drow in because everyone will be startled. No, just kidding.
I do have the keys.
You do have the keys.
Yeah, is the door locked?
It is.
Which way does it open?
Mr. E, hurry with the keys.
I already have it.
Done.
I can tell which one it was.
You got a key in the hole.
Shall I go ahead and open it?
Yes.
Yes, we're ready.
I open the door.
You fling the door open, and beyond you see the Great Hall of the Gralhund Villa. You recognize this place, Ilka. This is like where everyone hung out most of the time. There's a big dining table, shelves, a fireplace, chairs to sit on, several doors leading out, and a big, like, sort of grand staircase heading up towards the second floor. You also see the floor is strewn with bodies, more than you can count at a glance, and you see 2 black leather-clad thugs holding bloody maces standing over these bodies. And they both turn and look at the 5 of you as you open the door and see them. Roll for initiative.
Yeah! Oh! New guy dropping a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Shit damn.
Old guy dropping a nat 2.
Hey, I got a 2-2, but I got a +5. So 7 for me.
I got a 2-2, but it's with a +1, so 3.
Sorry. Okay.
You're 23.
I got a 23.
21 on Ilka.
Oh my god.
10 for Zay.
10.
And I will take a turn tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Next episode.
E, you move first.
Yeah, you do.
They're maybe 20, 30 feet away from you in the middle of the room.
20, 30 feet. Okay.
Two of them with bloody maces.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's about the bodies of 8 guards. They're all wearing Gralhund livery.
Okay.
Super dead. Like chain shirts. You also see 2 black leather-clad corpses. When I say super dead, like their faces are smashed in.
I just assumed it was a
hard
Hamilton
cavities.
reference. So.
Is that a Hamilton thing?
Oh boy. Wow. Okay.
So they managed to kill 2 of the Zentaurum, the 8 guards.
Correct, and they're all
Okay.
human.
Oh.
All the corpses.
All right. So we got 2 to go.
Yep.
So they're 30 feet away?
Yeah, thereabouts.
30 feet away. And they're close to each other?
Yep.
I'm gonna attack one.
No,
Right, so
just
you just charge
get
right
shit.
up and
I'm gonna run up to him. I've cracked my knuckles. We all heard that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna smash one right in the face
Yeah.
okay.
with my right hand, my gilded right
A
hand.
hook. Roll attack.
That's who you get.
Oh god.
Oh, you guys rolled a 1. You know what the odds are to go from a 20 to a 1? It's not great, but good job.
Maybe Terry's new body's going to be drow.
Oh no!
Someone get the keys off him quick.
So lightning fast, like you charge into the room, vault over the table like with one hand, like parkouring over it. You come in for a punch to the nearest guard, and he just completely ducks under it and like butts you right in the chest with the hilt of his mace. Takes all the wind out of your chest.
I would just like to say officially, welcome to Swoj.
And you stumble
Your
forward, like bracing
mace
yourself
went
against the
less.
wall as your momentum takes you into it.
That's D&D.
You take 3 damage.
Oh, that's D&D.
You can still do your bonus action punch if you want to, or move, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna. You know what? That hurt, but I'm still trying to impress the team.
Yeah. You got a lot of adrenaline pumping.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little impressed at your speed.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a bonus attack with a key because I meditated before this.
Ooh. Right, yeah.
So my fist of blows are about to come out.
Yeah, so make
your
2 more attack
key.
rolls.
I was going to say,
K-I.
yes, for the listeners.
Key, is
yep.
that how I say it?
K-I. No, key is exactly.
Yeah.
I gave
But
you
you're
a
also holding keys.
You're a monk.
So I was
Oh.
like picturing you like a woman trying not to.
Yeah.
When I leapt at them, I put the keys away.
I'm not honestly a little disappointed at that choice, but I think it's still fantastic what you've done.
You put away the keys and whip out your key.
Yeah. Yep, that's the way.
I bust out a key because I did not like getting hit in the chest
Yeah.
with that bloody mace.
2 attack rolls.
Okay, 2 attack rolls. We have 15 and 14.
Okay, so you hit twice. So you like roll onto the ground as the momentum takes you, but then you bounce back up, and what do you do to hit them?
I do this swing around with my neck, and my gilded lock smashes them in the face. And then I do a full swing around and punch him right in the face again.
Yeah, like the momentum of everything kind of takes.
Yeah,
over.
it's like a spinny whirlwind thing.
So roll damage twice.
This is a scene from Best of the Best 2.
Yes.
I got a 2
So 5.
and a 1.
4. So 9 damage. Thwack, thwack. And
For a nat 1,
yeah.
That's not bad.
pull off 9 damage.
And then you finally get your breath back. Like the adrenaline comes down a little bit after that hit. You get back into it. You kind of assume your fighting stance. Next is Ilka.
How close is Mr. E to the 2?
Mr. E is right next to one of them, and the other one's about maybe 6 or 7 feet away from him.
Is there a way for me to throw my shatter that's going to catch the 2 in it, but not Mr. E? I got a 10-foot range, or a 10-foot radius.
Probably not, because E is very close to one of them.
Can you throw off?
Right, if I throw it off to one side.
Yeah, actually go for it. Yeah, that makes sense, because you can get a plane, and on one side of it you hit the 2 thugs, and the other one, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to throw shatter.
Okay. What does it do? I mean...
there is a horrific ringing, screeching noise that specifically sounds to these 2 like the worst sounds that they ever heard as children.
Does everyone hear this, or is it totally psychic?
Within a 10-foot radius. They take 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half on a success.
Ooh. 1 critically fails and 1 succeeds. 12 damage to the one, and then 6 to the other?
Yep.
Okay. So the one that you thwacked is looking pretty worse for the wear. He's missing some teeth from those hits, and now he's stumbling around, confused. That shatter effect, does everyone hear the scream?
Everyone hears it.
Okay.
It erupts from a point of my choice, but only those in that 10-foot range are damaged.
Sure. Okay, so... You hear, as that happens, you hear screams from outside on the street, the passersby are oh my god, what's going on in that building? It's very audible from where you are.
Oh, so these are reaction screams, not somebody's doing something.
Yeah, this horrifying scream echoed out onto the streets in the public.
Okay. Will somebody please think of the children, that sort of stuff.
Gotcha. And the Graltons have children.
Had.
Next is Zay.
Can I get a sit rep?
Yeah, this psychic scream just emanated from the center of the room and kind of knocked the 2 guards silly. Mr. E is right up on top of one of them, kind of ducking and weaving. The rest of the group is piled around the doorway about 20 or 30 feet away. There's a big dining table in the room, a bunch of corpses. Otherwise, it's mostly open space.
And I don't see anyone at the top of the stairs or anything?
You do not. You see a couple more, like the signs of battle up the stairs, broken railings and a couple weapons.
Okay.
Some arrows.
I approach whichever bad guy seems, whichever leather-clad bad guy seems most wounded.
Yeah, it's the one that he's fighting.
So I run over to the guy by Mr. E, and I try and stab him with my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
9?
Not the scythe?
Roll with advantage.
Oh yeah! Well, I would have gotten too close.
He's already engaged with E, so roll advantage.
Nat 20.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh no, I feel bad about what I'm about to do to this guy.
What do you do?
I'm pretty sure I just slit his throat.
Roll damage. Let's see.
6.
So 12 damage with a crit. Yeah, that's enough. You come up behind him as he's distracted and just halfling style.
Yeah, well, I was super worried about Mr. E, and now I'm horrified that I'm covered in his blood.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I picture it as the most gentle slice across the throat, sorry about this.
It's like a dance.
Like trimming a bonsai or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's little glitter residue.
It's like glitter blade.
I'm restoring the balance.
Clark.
Working through it yourself.
I'm going to charge at the second one who's not got his throat slit.
Okay.
And I'm going to rapier drawn. I'm going to stab him with my rapier and then spin in my offhand, hit him with my dagger.
Nice.
Is what I'm going to attempt.
Cool.
It's my intention.
You get 2 attacks.
It's my offhand.
Swashbuckler. Oh, I see.
Yeah, my swashbuckler. 17.
Hits.
Huh?
Say cheers.
Oh shit.
So I rolled an 8 with my magic rapier, so that's 8 plus 1, so 9. Plus I get to roll again.
Yeah, the rapier energizes in your hand.
10.
Oh, that's averaging.
10 with the rapier, and then do I roll again for the dagger, or does it go off the first attack roll?
You roll again for the attack roll.
Okay.
And I think you don't.
And I have a crit fail.
Yeah. Okay. So your rapier is so energized, and you like get him really hard that the momentum actually makes you lose the grip on your dagger, and it goes flying across the room.
Oh no.
But you were so happy about that stab that you did a bunch of damage, and the guy's looking like he's impaled upon your rapier at this point.
Is he close enough that I get? Do I get a sneak bonus or like a rakish audacity bonus? Do I get my +6?
Does he have to be surprised to do that? The rakish audacity is
advantage not needed if within 5 feet. No, while I wasn't, I had to run up. So no. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So 10.
10. Okay. Next, he acts, and he pushes himself off your rapier and comes around with the mace onto your head.
I should mention that my fancy footwork brings me out of range without the attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, so you pull the rapier out then, and then he just charges towards you, stumbling forward.
Yeah, I spin out of the way, and I blow a little kiss at him as I do.
Wow. He's so dizzy from the shatter effect that he doesn't even know how to react to it. But he's very murderous. And he rolls a 20.
Wow, my God.
20 and a 21, so he actually hits you twice.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Damn.
For a total of 12 bludgeoning damage. He gets his revenge.
Ow!
And then he kind of stumbles to the side as if he can hardly keep himself up. Next is Scoot.
So, one guy dead, and one guy nearly dead, it seems like.
Correct.
Alright. Well,
Who's aggressively effing up Lark over here?
yeah. I'm gonna just run up to that fella, great axe in hand,
Yep.
and like I'm splitting wood, boom, straight down. That's my plan.
Roll it.
That's my plan. 13 with +5, so
Hits.
18. Alright. The D12's the funny shaped one. And that's a 12 plus 3, 15.
To pull one from the pages of the great Matthew Mercer, how do you want to do this?
I guess I'm gonna do anatomically. I mean, was he like looking over Lark at the time, or how?
His focus was very bleary.
This is
He
gonna
was
be.
trying to focus on Lark.
This is gonna be bad. This is like he's shoot right down by the neck, taking off one arm, and then it's a mess.
It's like the Black Knight scene from Monty Python.
Oh, but
worse.
But worse.
Yeah.
Not funny.
But not funny at all.
I mean, say laughs.
And here's the thing: after it happens, Scoot goes, "Oh!" like when you accidentally hurt your friend and your instinct's to run away. You know, as a kid. But I'm just happy Lark's okay. But I'm sad that his clothes are fucked up because of all the blood.
You guys might need therapy after this. Blood
Might.
is pooling on the floor. But the battle is over. You've won.
It's like, I didn't mean to use the sharp side.
Scoot, you got blood on my hat!
Oh no!
You still hear the sound of fighting coming from upstairs, up the grand hallway. There's also 3 main doors out of this place. There's one that's partly ajar that seems to lead to a library, and there are 2 other doors that are closed at this point that are presumably, I think they're to bedrooms, to like guest bedrooms.
But we can hear fighting upstairs.
Correct.
God, I want to check these guys' bodies for loot though.
You also in the room, there's 2 iron chandeliers. There's a particularly tall and elaborate chair at one end of the dining table. There are tapestries depicting all kinds of strange, it's sort of like the weird Renaissance or like Goya's black paintings kind of stuff, like faintly demonic Renaissance paintings.
Here's the problem. I've been playing a lot of Divinity Original Sin
Okay.
lately, and so now I feel like I can just take these paintings and put them right in my inventory, and I don't think that's reasonable.
I mean, you could break the frame and roll them up, but yeah.
There's people dying upstairs. We shouldn't do that.
Your family has
Do we hear anything? Yeah, it's a long story. Do we hear anything from these 2 bedrooms?
You hear come from one of them
What was that?
as you listen.
Tell me that wasn't Plinker.
It's like the sound of a bird of prey or something. It's hard to tell.
Scoot, you have until I get back from this bedroom to loot. I'm gonna run over to the screeching bedroom and open the door.
I'd start checking the body that I just, demolished.
Okay. So, Ilka, you come up to a locked door with a hole.
A hole?
Like a lock.
A keyhole.
Keyhole.
Sweet.
Specifically a keyhole. Yeah, and it seems like you can't push it open, so...
I got the key to that.
Yeah, give me a lock.
Already out of my pocket. Do you want me to come over there?
Mr.
Wait,
E,
are
I
you
would
on-
love your assistance.
Are you on the main floor or
Main floor.
upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 doors off of this room that we're in that lead to bedrooms, and there is cawing coming from one of them.
And then there's a library down past the staircase in the other direction with the door open, and it seems like a big library.
And while they're doing all that, did I find anything on this body I'm trying to
Yes,
loot?
so while they're rummaging with the keys, although E is really on top of it, it only takes you like 10 seconds to notice that these guards, these thugs, don't have a lot of valuable stuff on them. They've got like some pouches with like 5-6 gold each.
Yeah, they weren't very good fighters, so I wouldn't expect they have much.
These big spiky maces with a big spiky ball on the end, and then one of them, as you're like pulling him out of the blood to like see what's going on there and like checking him out, you notice that his boots are like wicking the blood off of them. Like there's some sort of a magical like oil or something on his boots.
I find that interesting. Mm-hmm. I would like to take those and stash them in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. And they fit you really well, actually. It's like a really big husky guard, so you can wear them if you wanted to.
I kind of... How fast can you get a key out?
It's already unlocked.
I don't have time. I just shove it in the
Okay.
bag.
Okay, click and the door opens. Inside, Ilka and E, you see what looks like a study of some kind, probably belonging to the lord of the house. There's a bunch of like velvet armchairs and a big wrestling mat in the center of the room, like a 10-foot wrestling mat. That doesn't seem like it's gotten much use. There's a bunch of bookshelves. I already say that. There's a desk at the far end of the room near another small fireplace. On the desk is a little pedestal with a cage on it with a falcon with a hood on its eyes, just kind of sitting there chirping softly. And there's a bunch of letters and documents on the desk.
I really hope we're getting a new pet.
Do you want to wrestle?
Right now?
It's a wrestling man.
Yeah. You're so charming.
Calm yourself. We gotta go fight people upstairs. There's no time for this.
All right, whatever.
I come running up behind. I hear wrestling?
Yeah, you 2 wrestle.
It's a wrestling match.
There's a wrestling mat right there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that?
I did.
Sweet. So can we... we have to go we still have another fight to do.
There's not much noise coming from upstairs at this point. There's not like an urgent like get up here or anything like that. So
Are we trying to
it's up
save
you.
anybody?
The Lord and Lady of the Manor.
And their
We
children.
still haven't found them.
Zay's mostly concerned about the children.
Scoot's mostly concerned about the falcon.
Yeah.
Because I want to check out
But
the
he
bird.
doesn't see.
It's as it hears you enter, it kind of like stirs and looks around, but it can't see you because of the hood.
I'm gonna go over and is there any kind of like a hawking glove nearby?
There is, yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the hawking glove on and try to not scare it and reach into the cage, and
Roll that animal handling.
it worked great last time.
Oh, it's a 7, not a 1.
Nine.
I thought it was a 1.
You know, if you guys give me 10 minutes, I can talk to this thing.
The bird seems remarkably peaceful, and it's a little cautious at first, but you manage to coax it out with some soft words and a little bardic magic. And the bird hops up onto the... It's kind of like tied into the cage, but you manage to untie it and
Pull
it
the
hops
jesses.
up onto your... Yeah. Take it away, or Ilka. You
Sweet,
know.
so I'm gonna reach in, undo its jesses, and encourage it onto my hawking glove, and I'm making a song that sounds faintly like falcon chirping at each other.
Okay, the bird is super into it. It can't see you, but it trusts you.
Sweet, I have a bird!
As you're up there by the desk, you notice on the middle of the desk is this like gilded piece of paper, like golden and crimson kind of filigree lining it. The text is a red ink. And it catches your eye because it's like right under the falconing glove, and it's really ostentatious.
Yeah, what's it say?
It says, as you pick it up, it like feels a little warm to the touch, the paper. And on it is a note that says, "You fools! Your agent was intended to cause harmless chaos, not lead adventurers to our attic before getting arrested. We have arranged for her release, but this inconvenience will not be forgotten. The Lord of Nessus despises incompetence. And it's signed V. So
I know that Lark didn't get to read this note, but can you say it again one more time?
Yes. You fools! Your agent was intended to cause harmless chaos, not lead adventurers to our attic before getting arrested. We have arranged for her release, but this inconvenience will not be forgotten. The Lord of Nessus despises incompetence. V.
Great.
So Zilka is a Growlhund agent.
Makes sense since she's got my face.
Okay, while that's going on down there, I have raced upstairs.
I think we should look at the paintings and see if that's what they're basing it off of. Either that or it's future Zilka. Future Zilka.
Wait, what paintings? I didn't even... Oh, you mean
There's-
the ones hanging in the great room?
Yeah, like how did they get the idea to use this visage unless they've seen it? Visage? I've only ever read that word.
Visage.
So as Scoot's putting the boots into his bag, I assume you're still out there, or were you going back in to check out what's going on?
I was probably doing one and the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lark, you bolt up the stairs. And
Yeah, and as I do, I yell, "I'm gonna split the party!" And then I run up.
I'm already on the stairs. I'm with you.
Okay, Lark and Zay, you both like skid to a halt halfway up the stairs. It's one of those like grand foyer stairs where it like goes up the center and then like splits and comes up the sides.
Yeah.
And on the second level, as you reach the middle, you see what looks like a pitched battle going on between Growlhund guards and Zentarim agents. There are several dead bodies on the floor, and there are at least 7 combatants kind of duking it out, like taking cover and firing at each other with crossbows. It's kind of at a standstill right now.
Oh my god.
But they're like hurling insults at each other. And
They're bards, all of them.
Hurling insults.
Yeah.
So they're how are they like if they're shooting crossbows at each other? How are they hiding from the crossbow bolts?
there's like overturned furniture and whatnot.
Okay, this is all up on the second
on
level?
the upper level, yeah. It's this. It's sort of like a what do you call it? Like a foyer kind of. And then there's some doors leading away from it that seem closed.
So on the one side it looks like Zentrum, and the other side it looks like Growlhund livery.
Right. So the Zentrum are on your side, like at the top of the stairs. They don't notice you.
Okay.
And then there's a bunch of like carnage. There's a door on the side that seems slightly ajar, and then behind the Growlhund guards is another door which is closed.
Okay.
So it's bad guys versus bad guys, and none of them are our friends, and all of them are our enemies.
I was just gonna say.
So we just blow up the house.
Does it look? Oh, I don't know what Krabas looks like. Is there a half orc in the? He'd be in
good question.
Growlhund livery.
Roll perception.
Passive or well, I just guess doesn't matter. It's 11.
11.
Yeah, I have a negative.
Right. You don't see any half-orcs. They're all human. But you do hear, as you look up there, like a thumping sound, like someone kicking a door coming from the side door that is slightly ajar.
Behind the...
Like that direction, through the door. You can't see what it is, but you hear this kicking, thumping noise.
Okay. And the Zentarim that I see, Yagra?
You do not see... You don't recognize any of them.
Okay.
They all look human.
Yes.
They are all... Oh, yeah. They're all human. Okay.
They're all big, husky mooks.
And how many Zentarim?
4.
I'm going to charge up and attack one of the Zentarim from this side or behind.
Are
where
we
they can't
back
see
into
me.
initiative, or are we the same?
Well, as soon as you attack, you will be.
Okay.
Okay, so make your sneak attack.
I would normally have yelled, fight, fight, but then I want to not give away my position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is going to be a 17.
17 hits. You can add your sneak attack damage.
12.
Nice.
Wait. And then I use my my dagger too. Oh no, I gotta roll it again.
Ain't no thing, you hit him.
16, right? 12? 16.
Yep, so roll damage for the dagger.
I did.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
that's including the damage for the
Okay.
dagger.
Okay, and you tear into one of the Zentrum from behind, and they all whirl towards you, and they're like, what, get him! And they start to charge. Zay, what do? You have a sneak round too.
Transform into a panther and join the fray.
Cool.
Swoj is here!
If the panther moves at least 20 feet straight towards a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a DC 12 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Cool. Are you attacking the same one as Lark or a different one?
A different
Or
one.
Lark.
Or Lark himself?
Yeah, no, a different one.
Sneak attack on Mark.
Oh, I did not expect this.
That's what sneak means.
I also have keen smell. And I'm kind of trying to be aware of that.
Zay, you smell so keen.
Everyone wants to be my friend. That is why I turned into a panther. I don't... Oh, no. I rolled a 4.
She actually does sneak attack Lark.
Should have attacked Lark, yeah.
With advantage, because you're sneaking.
Sure.
Do it.
I rolled a 2. I need to be rolling on my cards.
So you barrel in, but they're already kind of reacting to this surprise attack from the Lark, and they kind of like all just take a step back, and you bowl into like the center of this enterin, pretty much, kind of like whirling around and roaring at them. Yeah. Next, the Zeds all act.
Hey, do we hear any of this?
Roll that perception.
I'm like,
I did yell something.
You did, okay.
I yelled, Swoj is here!
That's right.
Okay, yeah, you're all.
after he snuck up.
I didn't hear a panther roar.
And I snuck up.
No.
Okay.
So what do the rest of you do?
Guess.
Well, you look
let's do
at
an
rolls
initiative.
rolls a failed perception check.
Yeah. I'm entranced with my new birdie.
Okay, so Ilka is just birding out.
You're one-handed now.
E, what do you do?
So you had been at the
How
bottom
far?
of the stairs.
How far away do I? I'm gonna engage with them.
If you're in the Falcon Room, it'll take your whole turn just to get out of there, and go over the stairs, go up the stairs, and meet up with them.
You did just charge it.
I did, yeah.
So.
Yep. But you could do that in one round. Get up there, or take a position, or whatever you
Oh,
want
we're
to do.
using the same initiative.
Do I need to roll initiative?
Nope.
No,
Just keep
just
going.
keep
So
it.
you'll go first.
Yep. I'll take my turn to join.
Well, you had 40 feet. I mean, just...
Well, that's why I asked, but
Yeah.
it's said pretty far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like 2 rooms away.
Oh.
Scoot, you see E take off. You hear panthers and yelling.
Well, as soon as I heard Swoj is here, I knew something dumb was happening.
Or awesome.
Poorly
Turned out
planned.
to be dumb, though.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
Yep.
As usual.
It's dumb.
Hey, let's see what happens.
And so it's how far away?
It's like 80 feet or so.
All right, yeah. I'm getting as close up as I can with my movements and my action to get up there, and hopefully not standing. I would like to not be like right in the line of fire if somebody decided to shoot out this door. I want to.
Okay, well, this Zentrum could all shoot at you. Like, you make it halfway up the stairs to kind of where Lark and Zay were looking at the fight before they joined it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're down there, and E is all the way at the top, joining a panther and Lark as these 4 Zentrum start to surround them.
So am I? So 60 feet. I mean, this is getting real specific. 60 feet. Am I still on the staircase?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm taking a crouch position then, so at least I'm down, and I'm a
Sure.
smaller target, and they probably can't get me out.
Makes sense.
I'm really surprised to see a panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what's up with the panther, but Lark seems okay with it.
If anything, I'm like, what's he doing with the bird?
The panther smells really keen, kind of like Zay did.
I'm impressed by it, but I'm just surprised.
At this point, the 4 Zeds start taking swings at you.
Zedrum, we have you surrounded. Throw down your weapons.
2 of them go for Lark,
Son of a bitch.
and they get advantage.
Oh no!
However, the first one totally misses.
Yeah.
You suck.
Second one crits.
God damn it.
And does 16 damage to you.
Lark's down again.
Oh my god!
I like that our rogue is also our tank.
Not at all.
That happened.
No.
He's like, aggro.
Like Team Rocket.
Tank.
Lark's
Yeah.
down again!
Tank is not a class. Tank is an initiative order and a choice.
Lark's unconscious.
So as you're like whirling around, like swashbuckling, one of them just comes up behind you and just thwacks you on the side of the head, and you crumple instantly.
Oh
The other 2 go for E. One goes for E and one goes for Zay. E does a 12 hit you? I don't think so.
Nope.
No, you duck out of the way.
Yes.
Zay, I believe you get hit with 15?
Yes.
Yeah, so you are going to...
Oh, wait. Yes.
Panther.
Oh my gosh, my panther is even worse. I need to get some panther armor.
It's okay though, because it's temporary.
Like
Yeah,
He-Man.
Like in He-Man.
It's a different hit pool.
True.
So-
No, like in WoW.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he only does 3 damage. He just clips you
Okay.
as you're panthering away.
And I have 13 hit points.
But you
I
still
have
smell
10.
keen.
Yes.
That's
Then
unfortunate.
the 3 Graalhoon guards across the way all fire their crossbows at the Zentrum.
Okay.
That's good.
And hit, and hit. So,
Good shot, guys.
They're like, oh, thanks. I don't know what to make of you. Wow, they all do 9 damage each. So 3 of the Zents get shot. The one that you hit, Lark, with your sneak attack, dies. He crumples right next to you.
But you can't tell.
But you
No,
can't
I
tell.
would say nice, but I'm unconscious.
Yeah, like his arms kind of flop on top of you.
Just a pig pile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ilka, you turn around as this all goes down, and you notice that everyone has left as you've been playing with your falcon friend.
How did I beat you in initiative, by the way?
Because
What's her perception roll?
rolled 5 on perception
Okay.
and didn't hear a thing because I was like, oh, bird.
She was role playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Well, don't do that anymore.
So now we'll just start with the turn order. So E, you'll go first.
Alright, so there's one.
There are 3 Zentrum and 3
One.
guards that are all
Am I still down in the room another round then?
right. So
But
this
one-
round you can move, but
But
yeah.
one Zen is down.
One is down. Yep, and 2 of them are shot.
Okay. I'm gonna take one out.
Go for it.
Yeah, you
Launch
are.
at the nearest one.
I purr.
Ooh, that's low. So looking at 3 plus 5.
It's a miss.
3 plus. Yep.
I tried. Tried, guys!
You can use your bonus action for a second punch,
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna.
even without a key.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a bonus punch.
There you go. Oh, that's
Thanks, DM.
a nat 1. Welcome to Swoj.
I got a number 1.
Where the DM suggests you do awful things.
Is it gonna hit me in the chest again, buddy?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Punch yourself in the face.
This is fun.
No, one of the
My lock.
Zents blocks your attack and actually uses your momentum to throw you down the stairs, and you kind of fall 8 feet. Or
I
so.
catch him. If I'm
Worthy foe!
If I'm capable, I grab him.
And Scoot braces you as you reach the bottom of the
Thanks,
middle of the
Scoot.
stairs.
Did that hurt?
No.
No.
Here's what I expected to happen. You trip, you fall, you land on Lark, you cause him 1 damage, and he fails a death save.
Ilka, it's your turn now.
I hear all this commotion. Stuff the note in my pocket, gilded paper with red ink, and just take off sprinting. At what point can I see them?
Once you get it, well, I guess from the dining room down below, you can see Scoot and E kind of
Just-
ducking down and flipped over.
Can I see any enemies? I've got a 60-yard range. Or
No,
60.
you do not. You hear them upstairs. You hear the fracas upstairs.
I probably should not just blindly cast then. As exciting as that would be. So I'm gonna keep running.
Okay, so you make it up next to Scoot and E.
Now can I see anyone?
Yep, but that's your whole. You took a dash action, so
Can I bardic inspire anyone?
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna give Scoot some bardic inspiration.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm here!
You're
Go
so
ruin them!
Do
cool.
you still have a falcon?
Yeah! Look at my bird!
And it's the bird that really sells it for me. It's like, that's normal!
Okay. Next is Zay.
I see Lark
It's a pain.
crumple to the ground, and I kind of move over him to protect him and lash out at whatever Zentrum is close enough for me to bite or claw.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
Roll it. 10.
10.
10. They knock your paws aside with the haft of their maces as you kind of lash out wildly.
just
You're
like-
very concerned.
Sad little puppy panther.
You're getting their attention.
Okay.
Um,
No, that's a bad thing.
Got my attention.
Yeah, you gotta use attention. Next, the Zentarims. One of them, the 2 that were shot are going to duck below cover and take out their crossbows and fire at the Growlhounds. The one that's still standing that wasn't hurt is going to go for Zay because you're still up there in the threat. So does a 14 hit you?
Yes.
Really good. You're going to take 3 damage again. And then the 2 crossbow dudes fire at the Growlhounds and a miss and a hit. And they do 2 damage to one of the guards stationed at the far end of the room. And that's them. And the Growlhounds fire back. 2 hits. Okay. They clip the 2 of the guards that are ducking with their crossbows in the necks. So those two are really worse for the wear. They already were kind of injured, all these guys. Like, they've been in combat and they had some wounds and whatnot, so they're a little bit weaker than the ones you fought downstairs. So the next person is Lark. Roll your death saves.
That's
19!
Big success.
nice.
Lark coughs up blood, but it seems like it's a healthy sort of cough. It's got good breath support.
A healthy blood cough.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my band name.
Very vital. Next is Scoot.
All right. So, two Zentrum are shooting crossbows. They're facing away from me.
Yep.
That's dumb. Are they within 30 feet by chance?
Yeah. I mean,
Sweet.
they're aware of you. They're just, like, taking cover.
But they're engaged with other opponents.
Sort of at range.
All right. Well, I'm going to rush up behind them then. I'm going to rage. Get that going on. Burn one of those off.
Just, like, really run up those stairs, like,
I'll
super
just...
ferocious.
yeah. And this time I think I'm going to do a cleave. Like a cleaving swing. And I want advantage. So
Yeah.
I'm going to use a reckless attack.
Okay.
So this means that on my first attack, I can take advantage on my melee attack roll using strength.
Cool.
So it also means that they will have advantage against me for the end of this round.
Okay.
I guess I'm just going to go whichever one's on the right because that's the way I would swing.
Scoot's a right.
14.
Hits.
I'm going to go for the crit. Let's see if I can... Okay, nope, so it'd be 14. So we will get a 6 plus 3, so it's 9 plus 2 more for the rage is 11 damage.
Super dead.
Yeah!
Yeah, you take him down.
All right.
A big gouge out of his chest.
Yep.
Did the cleave splatter more blood on Lark's hat? I
Yes.
God damn it.
And on the others, Enterim and Anze.
Yeah, I charge.
You're very conspicuous at this point. Everyone's looking at you. All the Enterim, all the Growlhounds. They're like, oh my god, a half-orc just entered the arena. E.
It's super effective.
Okay, I was thrown down the stairs a little bit, but I'm within range,
Yep,
right?
you're still standing.
Alright, I'm going back in.
Okay.
I think not one with the crossbow,
Sure.
the one that's still standing there, who threw me.
He's still standing.
8.
Now you would have advantage on this, right? If it's a melee attack, I'm right there.
Yeah, correct.
So roll it a second time.
Okay.
It's very Scott.
So
You hit.
I hit.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Oh, what's your attack? 1d4?
All right.
4.
4
Plus 3?
Plus 3.
7
7.
damage. Are you adding more attacks as you usually do?
1
or 2?
I'll take another swing.
Okay.
Just one.
Yep.
Which I don't think hits.
So you have advantage again, so keep going with that.
Keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
That time I hit him with a 3 plus
So
6.
7 and 6. Okay, so are these just like punches? You coming in with your rings?
Yeah, I'm just. I think they're at the same time.
Boxes ears.
Yeah, on either side of his stupid, ugly face.
Love it.
Double mandible shot.
There's 8 stone impressions in the sides of his
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
And like he's wearing a leather skull cap, but like you leave dents.
Not
and
anymore.
sticks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shreds it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the panther purr a little.
It turns into cloth under the pressure.
Ilka, you see this all go down. There are 2 Zentrum still standing. They're both looking real rough, and the Growlhounds are looking cocky, like they know they've got this.
Are there 2
Across
still
the hallway.
standing? I thought there was just didn't I take out the one?
There's one crossbow guy and the one standing that
Gotcha.
punched.
With dents in his head.
Yep.
How far away am I?
30 feet or so? 20, 30 feet? You're halfway up the stairs, and they're at the top of the stairs.
I don't know. I think the fighters have this, and Lark is like half dead. I'm gonna head over to Lark and try to cure him.
Okay. Using what?
Cure wounds.
Level 1? Because you can do it as level 2 as well as your other slot.
How damaged are you?
Well, I'm unconscious.
All the way down.
All the way down.
Emotionally.
No, I'm gonna use first level and give him 1d8.
Okay.
Is that plus charisma too?
It is.
Oh, an 8!
Nice.
Plus your charisma.
11.
So Ilka, with her singing sword and her falcon, runs up and channels magic.
I'm gonna like crouch over him and wave
Yeah.
the sword around my head, and like singing song comes out of it while
Yeah. Like you see the weave for a
Sure.
minute, Lark, as your eyes flutter open, and then you're back in the room with everyone.
Please tell me before the end of this combat you're going to do a Falcon Punch.
Hey, there's blood on my hat!
How'd that get there?
Scoot!
Zay takes
Ilka!
an entire turn.
Ilka! Thanks, Ilka.
I pat his head.
More
Zay.
blood on it.
It's red. It'll blend in.
Seeing that my good friend Lark is now recovered, I am going to leap at and bite the closest Zentrum.
The standing one and the crossbow one.
The standing one.
Go for it. You have advantage on this too.
Good thing. 15 plus 2.
Big
4.
hit. Big hit.
All right. 1d6 plus 2. Okay. 5.
5. He is super dead. Do you go for the throat, I assume, or
Yeah. Oh
just
yeah.
kinda, like, take it down? Okay.
Panther Zay has no remorse.
Okay. Yeah, and you all see this cold look in Zay's eyes that's utterly unfamiliar to you.
I just like shake my head a little with his neck in my mouth.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I have complicated feelings about it.
Okay.
That's real cool.
One remaining Zentrum has his crossbow. He drops it and puts his hands up.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. We need to ask him questions. Hold your fire, Growlhoons. Swoj is here.
Swoj!
Yeah.
Then they look at each other. None of them recognize the name Swoj.
Look at the t-shirt. I show my t-shirt off.
The two on the sides look to one another like, should we open fire? It's trespassers. He's like, no, hold. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you.
I think we're all right. There's one in that side room, the leader of the Zents.
What? Okay, great,
And
thanks.
the thumping sound stops as he says that. And the one living Zent is kind of looking around. He starts to lower his hands, and then he just stands. What do you do?
Well, make up your minds. Are you all right and we can go, or you want us to go wipe out this other guy?
Do they recognize Ilka? Are you disguised at all?
Nope.
No, they don't.
Okay. Interesting.
Standing there with my face out.
What's the one guy doing in that room? What's he after?
They're like, well, Lord Orond is in there. And as he's speaking, all of a sudden there's this blast. All of you make Constitution saves.
Oh no!
This one?
Yep.
Yeah. So you're 20.
Net 20!
Damn it! If I roll a 1, I'm lucky. I keep forgetting.
15.
I rolled a nat 20 plus 1, 21.
I got a
I rolled a 1, but I'm lucky. I'm rolling again. 15 for Zay.
Okay, so who got below 15?
9.
I did.
These two.
So E and Ilka. So the Zentrum agent who's still standing, suddenly in like a quick sleight of hand, pulls a small bag from his pocket and like throws it into the air, and the room is filled with this dust that like obscures your vision for a second, and all of you start hacking and choking and sneezing. Especially E and Ilka, you get a full face full of this stuff, and you're like incapacitated for like 10-20 seconds. And the Zentrum tries to take off down the stairs as that happens.
Nope.
Yeah, Zay, Lark, and Scoot. What do you do?
I definitely try to trip him.
I grapple.
I claw at him. 8.
8, okay.
15 plus dex, I'm assuming? 18?
Yep, and what do you roll?
So this, I get advantage on this if I'm still raging. So that's a 20, or yeah, it's a 20.
All right, Skook is the highest roll. So he trips, and you kind of catch him with one arm and just like put him in a neck brace.
Yep.
As you're all kind of like bleary-eyed and coughing, and it dissipates, and as after a little while, and he's like, "Let me go! Let me go!"
No.
and he starts like elbowing you in the rib.
And then so I got a free hand, so I'm grappling like around the neck like a rear naked choke with my right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch him in the head with my other hand until he stops doing that.
Like knock him out.
No, just if he's trying to elbow me.
He's fighting tooth and claw. Like he's trying to get away with everything.
Oh yeah, I'm punching him in the temple until he stops doing that to me.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, he goes limp in your arms as you're doing that.
Oops.
The three Growlhoons, they look
Three?
The 3 Growlhoon guards on the far side of the room.
That was 2.
No, there were 3. They see the 3 of you going, and they start. One of them moves over to the side door, peeks into it, like very carefully with his crossbow up, and turns back around with the knife in his head, and like crumples over in the room, totally dead. Like he was perfectly healthy the moment before.
Do we see the knife handle?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
And the other two like put up their crossbows and they just look kind of like terrified, like they don't know what to do. He's in there.
Am I near the door that we came through?
You're at the top of the stairs. You're all kind of at the top of the stairs, overlooking this small foyer. It's like a 20 by 30 room.
Okay. I would like to get to the opposite side of the wall, at least.
Like by the Growling guards?
No, like... So it's just a big foyer. I want to get out of view of wherever that knife could have come from.
Okay.
I want to get this guy down. I want to secure him with anything I can find.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of rope and other such.
Anything like that, I want to tie him hands behind the back and legs together.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I can leave him there because he's unconscious.
What about the rest of you?
As a panther, I'd like to stealth towards the door that was indicated by the Growlhound guards that contained their lord.
Right. Roll stealth.
To see what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
18. So I'm very low to the ground because I'm a panther.
Okay, and so how are you approaching it? You're going to go just like poke your head in or like look around
Yeah, I guess, look around the edge. Very low to the ground.
the edge? Okay.
About to
As
get
you peek
there.
around, a crossbow bolt thwangs past you, and you manage to jerk your head back just in time. And you all see a crossbow bolt like sink into the middle of the room. Then you hear a slamming sound again coming from that room. Louder and more frenzied this time than it was before. Like somebody's trying to bust a door down.
So a separate door.
Right, like a door within that room.
How big is that
That's what I
room?
was
Do we know?
wanted to
You saw it's like a bathroom. It looks like there's like a shower in there, like a claw-footed tub.
If I were a panther, I would tell you all about that.
How far are we from it?
So it's like a sort of square foyer. The top of the stairs is on one side. There's the side door. You can kind of see into it a little bit, and then there's the Growling guards and the other door. And then there's like a window on the fourth wall. So you're maybe like 20 feet away from this side door.
I'm going to cast Shatter into the bathroom.
Okay, nice. So this individual makes a Constitution save against your spell DC.
Yep. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, roll damage.
Am I far enough away
Yeah.
because I scooted away from the crossbow?
From where she's
Oh,
aiming.
hell yeah.
24.
24. Damage?
Wow.
Well,
Holy.
3d8.
do you just multiply the...
Do I need to roll
She
it 3
just rolled-
times?
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll 3 times.
3d8 thunder damage. 8 plus 6 plus 6.
Oh my god.
20 thunder damage.
Okay.
That's it?
You sense no response from this room. Like you can't tell if it had any effect or what happened in there. But there's definitely another piercing scream, and like the floorboards and the rafters all shake all around you, and you hear like a groan of alarm come from that direction beyond this bathroom.
Beyond the bathroom.
Like oh god, just like loud.
I've made that noise in the bathroom before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's it.
This is Swoj out here. We have you surrounded.
There's no response, unless you want to roll intimidation or something.
Roll lie.
Lark is not intimidating.
Okay. I've secured this person. Did the cloud in the room dissipate? Are we in the foyer?
Yeah, it's settling down now.
It's settling
like it's kind of hard for you, Zach, 'cause you're still lower to the ground, but it's not.
I'm
debilitating
upper
anymore.
level, I think. From where it happened.
No, it's all in this foyer where the
Oh,
dust
okay.
cloud happened. So what do you do?
I verbally accost the guards, and I say, we're both against the same person in there. Why are you trying to stop us?
Okay, roll persuasion.
Is that tilted?
10.
Maybe? It's cocked.
They say, look, we have our duty. Don't disturb anything.
Sorry.
You should leave.
I think that's going to go poorly for you. Whatever's in there is pretty powerful.
The city watch is on the way. You should leave.
Yeah, we're the advanced guard of the City Watch. We're Swoj. 11.
They're not buying it. And they're like ignoring you. They're looking at each other like, we gotta do something about Lord Orond.
I point to my shirt. It doesn't help. Swoj.
They don't recognize it.
Oh, what the
They don't
heck?
get out very much.
Yes, whatever. Is the doors behind them or?
Are shut.
So there's still the one guy in the bathroom.
Yep.
Or there's you hit him with the lightning thing.
It seems like they want to go help this Lord guy, but they're more concerned about what's behind them. They have to protect that. So they're trying to do their job defending this door versus going that way.
We've got him protected. Don't worry about it.
No, they're
Yeah.
protecting the door behind them.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna go protect Oberon. No, what's his name?
Oron.
Elrond.
Elrond.
We're gonna go help Elrond.
Elrond Hubbard.
They're just looking at you wide-eyed, like
We got him. Don't worry about it.
gesturing, like okay.
I run in that direction.
Into the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is the door of the bathroom that's open.
I guess.
Thank you, Lark.
That's away from it, right?
No.
And a crossbow
Where
bolt
you just
whizzes
were.
past your shoulder as you barge into this room with your rapier drawn and your hat swooshing as the door like kind of waves open. And you see inside a Zentrum agent, like half of his body burned, like his face all charred to a crisp. And he's just finished kicking down this secondary door through this bathroom, which leads to some sort of a guest bedroom with a bunch of like furniture and stuff all pushed up against the door. So he's trying to push through this furniture and get into it. And he turns around and sees you and he takes a shot at you, which misses. And then he kind of drops his crossbow and pulls out 2 short swords. What do you want to do once you get in?
So you were just in the Troll Skull Alley. Clearly, you were there when the firebomb went off. I started to comment about your serious burn, but I think, I think we, I think I can see where you've been. We're Swoj. What are you doing here?
He just hears you talking at him, and then he turns around, takes a look at you one more time, and then like leaps over the carnage strewn in this bedroom.
I follow him. I jump after him
Roll
immediately.
acrobatics.
Fucking hell.
What are you doing with my acrobatics roll over there?
10.
Okay. So you keep pace with him, and he kind of like scrabbles over the stuff.
May I also follow as the panther?
Yes.
Okay. Do
I too
also
would like
need
to
follow
follow.
Yeah, can the rest of us do
acrobatics
things?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
attack? Okay.
Come on, everybody. He's
I'm
running.
following. Do I also need to do an acrobatics, or can I just follow on his
Yeah, you can
path
follow
and
the
do
path,
well?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we all follow.
Okay.
What are the guards doing? Are they
The
still?
guards are still keeping watch by the door. They don't seem worried about this lord who's in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out outside the bathroom.
Just like hands crossed. Like
Yeah, in case
watching.
Keeping an eye on
nobody's
the
gonna sneak up
guards.
on you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to make sure nobody sneaks anything out.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
comment.
skeptical, and I don't care if you die.
Thanks, mystery.
Okay, so while you're outside, 4 of them rush into this room, and you see this Zentrum agent, this burned guy, rush in, throw a bed like out of the way, like a whole bed frame, and behind it is this like sort of plump, very richly dressed looking nobleman who's like cowering behind the bed. And the Zentrum agent like grabs him and puts a knife to his throat and like holds him up like a human shield. And says, "Don't come any closer."
I don't even know who that is.
And the human's like, "Help me! Help me! I'm
I put
Oran
my-
Gralhund, I will pay you well." What do you say?
I was gonna tell them who it was, but he said it first.
"Kill this bastard!" And the Zentrum like puts a knife to his throat and like presses it so he kind of gets cut off as he's talking.
I draw my short bow. No, I mean my short crossbow. I have a crossbow somewhere. It's a small crossbow. It's a light crossbow. That's what I actually have.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm not going to shoot you, Mr. Zendrum, sir, if you answer some questions. I don't even care about Elrond Gralhund. I just want to talk to you.
And he's just watching you.
Why were you in Troll Skull Alley? Why were you chasing Delacar?
And what did you take from him, Igral?
He says, "I don't answer to you." And he starts edging towards the window.
I raise my crossbow a little bit more menacingly.
And he holds the nobleman a little bit more menacingly.
You don't understand. I don't care about this guy. I don't care if you kill him. I'm going to shoot you if you just don't stay here and answer questions.
Zay prowls in front of the window to try to block the way.
Ah, okay. And he looks around. He realizes that he's surrounded as the rest of you kind of pile into the room. And,
How's it going in there?
We have him surrounded. He's about to tell us what's going on in Troll Skull Alley.
as you're standing outside, you see the locked door on the far side of the room behind the Gralhund folks kind of cracks open, and you see a huge, like menacingly tall figure, bald, looks kind of like Scoot, like a half-orc, kind of leans in and like mutters some words to them, and they mutter back to him, and then keep their crossbows trained on you. And then the door closes again.
We want that guy.
At this point, the Zentrum agent slices the throat of the nobleman and whirls towards Zay and Lark. What do you do to react to
I
that?
shoot him.
Okay. So,
But I try to shoot him in such a way that I don't kill him.
Negotiations went poorly.
Everything okay in there still?
I don't have time to answer.
Oh, sounds bad.
Yep, and the nobleman falls to the ground onto the bed that was thrown aside. Make your attacks.
What you got there?
I rolled a 3. Yeah, I don't. So I have proficiency. So 2. Do I add a dex modifier? 2 range.
To an attack roll? Yes.
So then I have 8.
8. He still misses. It thuds into his armor and he doesn't seem bothered by it.
Take that!
He just bares his teeth.
Scoot, are you in here?
Damn it!
I have no idea.
Yeah, you are. You're
I'll
in
be
the
honest
back
with you.
with
You're here with us, Scoot.
Okay.
Like the two of you were kind of crawling over the furniture. As
Last thing I did, I was on the stairs tying up a guy. So.
Yep.
Okay, so
Okay.
seeing that Lark was unsuccessful, I will claw at him. 17.
Hits.
5.
5 damage. Okay. And this guy's looking really worse for the wear too. Like he's, obviously been blasted by something. He's been in combat. His swords are covered in blood. And he managed to take a gash out of his side, like his flank. And he growls at you.
Can you take
Give
any
up!
of that thunder damage? Can you tell us that?
It seems like maybe he did.
He might have.
Not like the full brunt of it, but yeah. No, he's definitely looking a little like that's why he's so wild right now. He can hardly communicate because of all the drama of what's going on around him.
We just want to talk.
Ilka, you go and then Scoot. What do you do?
I'm gonna get around to, now all I can say is Oberon. What's his name?
Orond.
I should write it down so you can
I'm gonna see if I can stabilize him
Okay.
to not die.
Yeah, roll medicine.
11.
11. Okay, yeah, he seems like he's about to die, like he's bleeding out, but you managed to kind of patch things up with what equipment you have. It's a rough job, but you might not die tonight. But he seems unconscious. Scoot.
That's the sound panthers make. Chirp. Good, they're just communicating.
The falcon just like sits on the bedpost and watches. Yeah. Scoot, what do you do?
What's the status of the guy who just the Zentrum guy?
He's looking real beat up. He's surrounded by all of you. He's got 2 short swords, and he's looking like he's ready to murder whoever comes close to him. Starting with Zay, because she's closest right now.
And is he behind? Let's see. So what's like around the room? What kind of stuff?
It was a bedroom at some point, like a guest suite kind of thing. But there's furniture thrown everywhere. It seems like this Orond guy was like piling furniture on the door to try and keep this Zentrum agent out.
Okay.
But it's all been kind of pushed aside. And there's a small cage with it looks like snakes in it. It's not really clear.
Okay.
In the corner of the room. But other than that, it's just a guest suite.
Okay. And is he behind anything? Do I have like a clear path to him, or do I have to move around some
There's
stuff?
some furniture, but it's easy to get over.
What kind of furniture?
Like an easy chair kind of thing, like a lazy boy, a desk, a bed. It's all kind of strewn around at this point.
I want to pick up whatever's moderately heavy and throw it at him.
Okay, like the lazy boy.
So like not like smaller than a lazy boy, but bigger than an end table. There's like a heavy built small chest or something.
Yeah, like a cabinet.
Something like that. I want to throw something at him because the last 2 people I've attacked, I've disintegrated. And I kind of want to see if we can still talk to him.
Yeah.
I would like to just lift and chuck something at him.
Make an attack roll, yeah.
Okay, an attack roll.
No proficiency on
No
this one.
proficiency, just strength?
Yep.
Okay. 19.
That hits.
What damage do you want for a dresser?
A D4, we'll say.
T4 plus strength again?
Yep.
Well, hopefully it gets pinned, right?
So 5.
So before you surround this guy, you slit the nobleman's throat. Ilka stabilizes him. E is standing outside keeping guard. Scoot jumps over the furniture, grabs a dresser of some kind.
Like a hope chest.
Yeah, swinging it.
Not just like a throw.
Oh, like a direct throw.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to throw this at him so he's got, not only is he getting injured and feeling dumb because he just got hit by an antique, but then he's got something to try to get off of him so that we can possibly destroy him.
It splinters into 1,000 pieces and like
bummer.
plasters into the wall, like next to Zay. Both of his weapons go flying. He looks really beaten. He's still conscious, but now he just looks...
Now I hope he's
Scared.
demoralized too.
Yeah, and very demoralized, yeah. He realizes he's completely lost.
Yeah.
But he's not saying anything. He just is kind of panting. trying to, gain his focus again. So we're out of initiative now.
I guess I stunned him.
You hear crashing, screaming, howling cat noises, all these things. A falcon caws.
Still going okay in there?
It's normal. Situation
good.
normal.
How's it going out there, Mr. E?
Saw a weird bald guy poke his head out the side of the door.
Wait, like a bald guy, like, was he a half-orc?
Yeah, that's very intuitive.
Don't let that guy go.
Oh, I got this. Looking at you, Growlhoons.
2 guards raise their bows again.
I'm not scared of you.
I really want to see Mr. E punch arrows out of the sky with these rings.
Zay opens her mouth super wide so you can see all of her teeth, and then bends her head towards the Zentrum as though she's about to bite him, but then she just does a big lick up his face and runs off to join Mr. E.
Oh, well, that's cute. He was totally baffled by that.
Like a total battle cat cringer sort of situation.
Yeah. He doesn't pee himself, but he looks very scared. He's more professional than that. So, you have this agent cornered.
He's conscious or unconscious?
He's conscious, yeah.
I just
I'm
woke him
gonna
up
try
for
to
you.
charm him. I'm gonna try some charm person and see if that makes him interested in talking to us.
Okay. So he
It's
rolls a
like,
wisdom
oh,
save.
I remember you.
Yes.
He fails it, actually. So
All right.
he's your friend.
He's now charmed and will regard us as a friendly acquaintance.
Yeah. And he wipes the dirt and blood from his eyes and looks around. He's like, oh my God, what happened here? Hey, it's been so long.
How's it going? You look terrible. Can we help?
I feel terrible. I gotta get out of here. Can you help me out? I gotta get out of here right now.
Well, what happened?
They took the stone.
Oh,
Those
no.
Growlhound bastards took the stone.
You had it?
Yeah.
Do you know which Growlhound took it?
Yeah, the woman, Yala. She fucking double-crossed me. We gotta get her, and he tries to stand up, but he buckles under his own weight and can't really stand.
I catch him and lower him back down to the ground.
Thank you, thanks. Ugh. We gotta get a message out or something. Here, bring me a snake.
I'll bring him a snake.
You do? Okay.
You've got so
You have
many
a
animals.
snake?
There's a cage with snakes.
Cage
Oh,
with
right.
snakes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Who are we sending the message to?
I'll write it. Don't worry. And he takes a note, scrawls it out, and ties it to this
Can I
serpent.
see it over his shoulder as he's writing it?
Check his
Yes.
spelling. Make sure he's spelling it all right.
It's really shaky writing, and it says, G's have the stone, send reinforcements. And he ties it to this snake's body, and the snake unfurls these wings that were kind of camouflaged onto its body, and it flies up in an instant, streaks away, and through the doorway you see this little flying serpent streak away and fly through a gap in a broken
What was
Can
that?
I swat at it?
Yeah, take a
It was a
swat.
snake flying. Don't worry about it.
Scoot.
That was not a snake.
Scoot's not into
11.
that.
Yeah, it soars over your claw and shoots out the window.
Flying snakes?
No.
No.
He says, hopefully more help comes soon. And he's like, oh, I bet the city watch is going to be here soon. I gotta get out of here.
You
And-
can't walk, dude. You're in bad shape.
Oh, God.
Where's Yala gonna take the stone? Ilka, where's Yala gonna take the stone?
Yeah, what does she want with it?
I don't know. That's not, she wouldn't tell me.
Above your pay grade? I'm not there.
I know. I'm not there anymore either.
Well, we gotta get it back from her.
What was your friend doing in Troll Skull Alley?
Yeah, were you in Troll Skull? Is that why you're all burned?
Yeah.
What happened?
We were, okay. I guess maybe you weren't there. We were scoping it out. We had a tip that this gnome would be passing through and he would have the stone. So we were waiting for him.
Where did he get the stone?
I think he took it from the Xanathar. That's what our sources tell us.
And everyone can hear all this?
I cannot.
Except for Mr. E.
I'm also with Mr. E.
My
So
panther
you two can
friend.
hear this.
Yes.
I'm looking through the wreckage, seeing if there's anything in that thing I smashed to see if there's anything.
I mean, it's only a room away.
Roll
So if he's
investigation,
being-
Scoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be good at this. Not 7.
Okay, you don't really find anything useful in the wreckage, but as you're clearing stuff out, you see that on the floor in this room, there's clearly sigils carved into the wood in a circle, maybe like 10 feet wide, kind of underneath a lot of the furniture as you kind of push the bed out of the way and look around.
And I would draw somebody's attention to that. I'd
Yeah.
nudge Lark or something. What's with the letters? The funny letters and stuff.
Well, they look like sigils.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Do I recognize these sigils?
Roll Arcana.
Ooh.
You've never seen... They vaguely remind you of the runes that were around the teleportation thing in the sewers that the Xanathar used. Some sort of teleportation circle. You can piece together that much.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay.
Nope, that's all you know about it.
Did you run here, or did you come here through this circle?
He's like, what do you mean? Obviously, I ran here.
Don't worry about it.
No, the circle wasn't for me to use, it was for the master to use.
Oh, the master. That's right. How's he doing? Or the guy
Who's
who...
this?
I'm her servant.
He's a great help.
Look, I can't say any more on this.
Well, thanks for all your help. Power to the Dark Lord.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. I thought maybe the master.
What are you getting into here, friend? He says to Ilka.
You know, we're trying to figure that out at this very moment.
Oh my god. And his eyes kind of roll back in his head at this point. He's starting to like lose blood and like all of his adrenaline's wearing off. And he's looking really pale as a sheet.
Burned.
The part of him
pale.
that's not burned.
Yeah.
Where do you think Yala would take it? Ilka, where do you ask him where Yala would take
She
it?
has it in the master bedroom.
Y'all want to come out here?
Yeah, we're headed out right now.
And he kind of starts to like fade from consciousness.
Okay, I pat him on the cheek and lower him back to the floor.
I sprint back
That's
out
nice.
next to Mr. E and say,
I pat down the guy with the slit throat real quick. Check the pockets.
Yeah, I'd also like to check the guard
Oh.
who just...
See
Passed
if
out.
any keys or scrolls or...
He has a purse
I
and a
grab,
rapier.
I grab the purse and the rapier.
Yeah, the rapier is just like really fancy. It looks like it has never been used.
All right.
The purse has maybe like 50 gold pieces in it.
Just dropping them into the bag.
Is Mr. O gonna die?
No. He's just kind of has ragged breath and he's unconscious.
We
Oh,
can
he's
just
not
leave him
dead.
there.
Okay.
Ilka healed.
And the guards are like,
Oh, right.
"What happened to Lord Orond?" As you all kind of walk back out.
Yeah, what happened to him?
We saved him.
Where is he?
He's back in there. He's unconscious but doing okay.
And one of the guards walks over and checks and confirms. They're like, thank you for saving him.
Absolutely.
You said you're Swoj?
Yeah, we're Swoj.
We'll make a report to the City Watch when they arrive of what happened here.
Thanks.
We want to talk to Yala.
I'm afraid the lady is indisposed. She's hiding with her children.
Yeah, it's very critical that we talk to Yala.
Roll persuasion.
16.
Okay. The two of them look at each other and they're like, well, they did just... And one of them knocks on the door. And the door cracks open a little bit. And you all see this half-orc figure.
See, told you.
He sees the five of you, curses under his breath, and slams the door shut. Doesn't even say anything.
Rabas, we need to talk to Yala.
You hear shuffling noises coming from beyond the wall, but no response.
What are the guards doing?
They have their crossbows lowered. They're just watching you.
We're just going to go over and talk to her quick.
Yep. We're
Thanks,
just gonna-
guys. Let's go over and knock on the door.
The two of them let you. They seem scared.
I pat them on the shoulders. I go like, good work, guys.
Inside, you see a tall woman and an even taller half-orc standing next to her, wielding a great axe, similar to Scoot actually, but like wearing like she's wearing a breastplate. She seems like ready to fight. She has a short sword. And
Wait, she's wielding the great axe?
No, she's wearing a breastplate and a short sword. He has like some kind of studded leather armor on.
Okay, she got slightly less badass in my mind.
She's a human, yeah?
She's
Yala?
human, yep.
Okay.
Very tall, very imposing, long black hair, like strong cheekbones. As you walk in, she addresses you. She says, "So you saved that lout of a husband."
Yes, we did.
Sorry about that.
You
Thank
sound
you.
so disappointed.
Thank you, I suppose.
But anyway, you're safe. We're working with Vittorio, so we're here just to sort of make sure that things are okay.
Roll deception, Mark.
Well, we are actually working for Vittorio.
It's true.
Do I have to roll a deception if that's true?
Well, I guess not.
14.
She furrows her brows and says, "If you're working for Victorio, then
Oh, Victorio, that's what I meant to say. I always mispronounce his name.
the best thing you should do would be to leave. The City Watch will be here in a minute or two."
Yeah, we want to be gone
Already
before the
been
City
summoned.
Watch comes. Where did you put the stone?
She
Is
says,
it somewhere safe?
She eyes you very carefully. She says, "Do you have any proof that you're working for Victorio?"
I don't remember. That was a few episodes ago.
Zay transforms back into herself and needs a moment to look over her notes.
Okay. You also see she has a necklace with a big silver key hanging from it, like kind of right nestled on her chest.
Okay.
I
I do have this receipt from his retainer for us.
and
It
we
was signed by the lady, but does that help in any way? We have a daily retainer from the Castellanter family.
And Haravaz walks over and snatches it out of your hand, looks at it, then he tears it up,
What?
and he says, "You should all leave now." And he hefts his great axe.
That was kind of rude, Haravaz.
That was really rude. I don't like that.
Yeah.
This is my new friend, and I don't appreciate that.
This is our home.
We understand, and we just came in and saved all of your lives.
so she has a lock.
She has a key.
She has a
on a
key.
chain.
Mr. E? Didn't he attack someone with a lock? Doesn't he have a lock?
I have a lock, yes.
He's wearing a
Not
lock.
all keys go into all locks. My
He's just wearing it around
tiny
his golden
friend.
chain.
It's mostly a weapon.
It is a weapon, okay.
It is missing the key, but I don't think it's that one.
If you ever have any questions about keys or
I
locks,
specifically wrote you're wearing a
Use
lock
it,
in my
right.
notes.
It's mostly for bludgeoning.
Right here.
Because locks are heavy and hurt when they hit your face. I do not know where the key is, however. I'm not looking for it.
Lady Yala, we understand that this burnt Zentrum guard who attacked Troll Skull Alley was able to get off a message calling for more help. I don't think it would be wise for us to leave you abandoned here.
as you're talking to her, her eyes her eyes twitch, and she has this look of recognition as you're speaking.
I grin broadly.
She says, "What are you?"
What wasn't what I was expecting? I was expecting who?
Is that what you
And
say?
why have you stolen the body of our family?
I've stolen no body. There is someone who has stolen my body who's running around this city.
And she leads into Haravaz, and you hear her say, she lies. We can't trust any of these people.
Mr. E cracks his knuckles.
Mr. E cracks his knuckles.
And Haravaz takes his great axe and starts to kind of wind up his arm, and he says, "If you don't leave now, we'll be forced to make you leave."
Guys, I'm not leaving.
And
If we
Yala
leave-
leans into Haravaz and says, "No, she stays. Make the rest of them leave, Haravaz." And then he takes his axe and in a lightning fast motion takes a huge swing at whoever's in front, which would be
That's probably me.
Lark.
Yeah. As usually.
You do tend to
That's my play planning in general.
Yep. And 18 hits you.
It does.
Oh, that's just the likelihood, not particular
Yeah,
damage.
that's gonna be 10 damage.
Still alive.
Still got the
Dig. Barely.
Are we in initiative or can I heal him?
You are in initiative now, so now E, you're up.
Oh. I'm going at Yala.
Okay.
I'm going to... okay. Question. My main goal is to rip the key off her neck. Is that an action, or do I need to attack her to subdue her first?
Make an attack roll to see
Okay.
if you make contact.
13... Wait, plus...
It'd be +5. If it's a straight attack with dexterity, yeah. So
Yeah, so you duck right around Haravaz and make it right up next to her, and you grab the key on the chain. What do you do with it?
Rip it off her neck.
And she stumbles forward as you break the chain. It's a simple, thin silver chain.
So that was my action.
Mhm.
I'm going to take a bonus action with key to dash disengage.
Can I shout anything at this point?
Yeah, what do you want
Because
to
if he's close enough to her, he could use her as a hostage, hold her.
Yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna dash disengage.
You don't need to roll.
And I have a jump. And I can jump twice as far as I can, so I'm jumping out the door.
Past the
Are we
3
being
guards.
abandoned?
Mr. E, what the?
Oh shit!
That's my turn.
Okay, so you all see E run in, grab this key, and then lightning fast, like cartwheel leap over the lot of you, and start sprinting down the stairs. I assume.
Oh, fun.
Okay. And Yala stumbles forward and is like, "No, the key to the book."
That sucks.
And Harabaz Harabaz rages as that happens.
Oh no.
He's like frothing, and his eyes turn completely bloodshot. He starts huffing and like stomping on the ground. Next.
Like a toddler. Like our president.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
He's
Ilka,
about to start
what do you do?
tweeting.
How far away am I from Pravas?
Like 10 feet.
Why not? I'm gonna go attack him with my magic song sword.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
So 10.
10.
10. He deftly knocks your sword away. And it kind of makes a discordant, like as it happens, yeah. Is that it? You want to say anything or do anything else?
I holler at Yala, tell your man to stand down or you won't get that key back.
She says, You traitor! You dishonor our family!
I just saved half your family.
Where's Orond?
He's fine. We stabilized him. The guard cut his throat, but we stitched it back together.
She says, Can you stop that drow?
Which drow?
The one that just leapt over you.
Oh,
I'm
you're
on
the
it.
drow.
I'm on it. I stagger out. I'm almost dead. So.
Okay. He says, Bring back that key and we'll talk. What do you do, the rest of you? Do you want to keep fighting or do you want to do that?
I think he's long gone. I don't think Lark's gonna catch him in his condition.
I think he's. Well, he can still go. I mean,
I think he's right outside the door.
Yes, he's like 40 feet. He's like getting to the edge of the stairs.
well, he had a movement and a dash, so
Right.
so he's got 80.
Right, he has a move speed of 40 feet, so he moved up and then moved away and then dashed, so he's
Depends on
by
how
the stairs.
deftly I can jump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal Lark as he passes me by.
Yeah.
For 2.
Okay.
I would.
With a ball of the summer court or cure wounds?
Yeah, bombless card.
Do we need anything else from this guy?
It's actually one regular, one
From
temporary.
Pravas?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Temporary, so I'm gonna put this to 2.
He starts insulting you, Scoot, specifically. He says,
Thanks, A.
You worthless half-orc, you call yourself a fighter. Look at all the wounds you've sustained. Look at how you hold your axe. Look at your tattoo. What is that?
At the tattoo, I raise my axe up against her.
Against Yala?
Yalla.
Make an attack roll.
And I'm raging.
Oh shit.
So that'd be a 12 or... Yeah, I'll take the 12, so 17.
17 hits her.
3 plus 6, so 8. 8 slashing
You
damage.
crash into her armor and it like leaves a dent and she stumbles backwards and starts making her way towards the balcony. There's a door and several windows overlooking a balcony. She seems to kind of be stumbling that direction just to get away from all of this.
Okay. I look at him. I say, you want to keep going?
And he's like ready to go. He's like, this is what I live for. Come on.
All right.
And what do the rest of you do? Zay, you just healed Lark as he was passing by. Lark, you're pursuing?
Yes. Oh, really? I just assumed that he was right outside the door, so I just jumped out and expecting to find him right outside.
Okay, and you see him booking it as fast as he can down the hallway.
What the? Mr. E, wait! Mr. E flips me off as he's sprinting out.
All right. Both of you make dexterity rolls.
Who, me?
Oh no!
You can add acrobatics if you're proficient in that.
11.
11.
17.
Okay, so it seems like he is putting distance in between the two of you as you're moving that direction, but you're still chasing him. And you can still see him as he's going down the stairs, leaping over the railing to the lower level. Scoot, you just attacked.
Yeah, I'll go again, though.
Yeah, I got my actions all mixed up.
I can...
You're reaching the end of the stairs. What do you do?
I'm sprinting to the library.
To the library.
Yeah.
Okay. So you bust into the library, and you come around the corner, and this is what you see. It is a high-ceilinged, wood-paneled library with sliding wooden ladders on rails allowing easy access to all these books. There's some chairs and like divans for reading. And there's in the center of the room is a lectern, like a little podium with a huge, like enameled, beautiful book that's just kind of sitting there. And there's a giant tarantula perched on top of it, like maybe like a foot diameter, and it's just kind of sitting there
On the book.
on the book. And you can make your way like right up to the book with the end of your turn at the speed you're moving.
Yep, I'm going to the book.
Okay, what do you do with it? Just check it
With
out.
the spider on it.
Yeah.
Is there like a broom?
Not nearby. Give me a detour, then you won't be able to make it in time. There's a broom, sure. There's a broom by the door. Yeah.
So upon entering, I see the tarantula and grab the broom,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sweep it off of the book.
Okay. Okay. Make an attack roll.
An attack?
Yep.
No, I just wanna move it.
Make an attack roll
Okay.
nonetheless.
13. What plus
Plus your strength, so that should be 12.
12?
Yeah, it's not a finesse weapon. So, okay, so you swing at it, and the spider holds up one of its spider legs and catches the broom, and it like stops, like it has like force. And then the spider like morphs in place into a small imp, like a little like goblinoid kind of creature with like a big scorpion tail and red wings. And it kind of grabs the broom, and the broom starts to catch on fire as it's holding it. And it's perched on top of this book, just kind of like growling at you and cackling kind of maniacally. That's your turn.
Oh shit!
Ilka, where were you at?
I had just told Yala to tell Hrabis to stand down. She wasn't keen on that. Hrabis taunted Scoot.
Yes.
So is he now turned away from me?
Yeah, yep.
Then I'm going to jump and try to stab him in the back.
Okay. Make an attack roll with advantage. Hit.
Or
Hit.
With my stabby sword. 1d6 plus 2 piercing. 3.
You take a nick out of his shoulder. Yeah.
Good.
It hurts him. His pride more than anything. And he's distracted now, Scoot, by these other attackers. Zay, what do you do? Are you back in half-in form now? Since you healed life?
am, unfortunately.
Okay.
So the only people in the room right now are of Swoj are Ilka and I.
And Scoot.
And Scoot. And he goes after me?
Right.
Okay. Can you tell me how close to Hrabis is Ilka?
Ilka just took a nick out of his shoulder, so she's right up on top.
That was my thought.
Yep.
Okay. So I feel like I don't want to abandon her, but also, okay, Zay follows Lark.
Okay. And you all see Zay book it. You start to pitch up with Lark. Lark, are you following?
Yep,
all the way?
I keep running as fast as I can after Mr. E.
Okay, and you make it to like the threshold of this library, and you see E with this burning broom being held by an imp over this book in this big library, like 50 by 50.
What the heck, Mr. E, look out!
Yeah, I see it.
Above the room, there's like paintings of all the lineage of the Gralhund family. And you can see there's a couple spots like slashed out where the faces have just been like clawed away or like removed with white out. Yeah. And do you just say like, what the heck?
So I use my entire move action to get here. I guess I probably still have my short crossbow, my light crossbow out. Can I take a pot shot at the imp?
I think so, because your cunning action gives you a dash, right? So you can move and dash.
Yes.
And then attack.
Yep. Alright, so then I'm gonna... So the dash would have gotten me to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I'm gonna shoot at the imp thing.
Okay.
17.
17 hits.
Nice shot.
6.
6 damage. And the imp immediately lets go of the broom and like tumbles over backwards onto the floor, like 5 feet away. It kind of is like a total mess. It's really discombobulated.
I got him!
It's hissing
Good
at
shot.
you wildly. Then the imp crawls up and tries to take a sting at you, E, with its scorpion tail. Does a 15 hit you? I think it does.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to take 4 damage Make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
D20, yep.
And you'll add a 3.
6. You still take 7 poison damage from the stinger.
Uh,
course, it's
7
yours.
more.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And it like burns hot as it goes into your blood.
Woo! That's hot, baby.
Spicy stuff.
That's a spicy pepper.
Scoot,
Yeah.
you're up.
What do we got going on in this room?
It's you and Ilka and Harabaz, and Yala Gralhund is edging her way towards the balcony. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Well, I just took a swing at her and dented her armor a bit.
Yep.
Still raging.
I've been taking nicks out of Krabus.
All right.
Yep.
I'll go mess up him now.
Okay.
Oh.
You have advantage.
Okay, I'll do that. And I am raging? Let's
Yes.
say I'm raging.
Totes
I
McGoats.
forgot to mark that last time. Okay. I need a second roll because that was not a good one. That's not great. 14.
A 14.
But it was better than that 8.
14 hits.
Cool. All right. This said 12. So 8. That'll be 13 total slashing damage.
And he takes it and grunts and seems totally unfazed.
Figured.
Yep. He's really enjoying this fight. He doesn't even like care about Yala at this point. He just really wants to fight with you.
That's fine.
It's like a honor kind of thing.
I'll take and I don't mind a 2-on-1 battle either.
As this is all going down, from every direction, like all the main entrances, you all hear like a thumping sound, and then somebody calling out like, "City Watch, come out with your hands up!" Far away from all of you, though, it's just sort of this presence that's getting closer. Yala slips out onto the balcony, and you lose sight of her. What do you do?
Is the imp back on top of the book?
It's by your feet, actually. It's like crawling towards you.
Stump me in my toe?
Mm-hmm.
What can I tell about the book being secured to this thing?
It doesn't seem like it's secured, but it's the outside of the book is like metal. It's like a leather binding on the inside, and it's embossed, and there's
closed.
It's closed, and there's a lock like with a keyhole on it,
okay.
keeping it latched shut. This
Okay.
metal kind of goes all the way around it and keeps it securely shut. It's a huge book.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Lark, I'm gonna grab this book and escape so the City Watch doesn't know we took it. And you can blame it on me.
Okay, where should we meet up?
Wherever you want.
Meet us back at Troll Skull Alley.
Okay, as soon as I can. And so my action is going to be to grab this book. Is there a window in this library?
Yeah, yep. There's a couple.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the book and crashing through the window.
Okay. And the imp's like, and like chasing after you, like fluttering away on broken wings. And you hear, Lark, you hear the sound of the City Watch outside being like, "There we go, stop him!" You can totally make it out, though you're faster than all of them.
Yeah.
So, disappears over the edge of the window. And that's the last you see of him. Do you have any parting words?
See ya!
Flips me off again.
You ever hear it's a middle finger.
And it's a lazy bird, too. It's one of the index fingers still partially...
It's got the biggest ring on it.
it's a ring of somebody, a hand giving the middle finger.
And at this point, the City Watch is surging into the building, and Lark, behind you in the main room, you see like 8 armed City Watch members coming in, and they see you, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Swoj!"
Yeah, I'm running to meet them as quickly as I can.
Yeah, and they start asking for details on what's going on. And
I share the details, although I sort of gloss over the Mr. E bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you just don't give any details about E, or
Well, I said there was somebody, and they jumped out the window. It looked like they had a book.
okay, and they say, "Well, we'll look into it," and they keep going up the stairs.
We'll look into it.
Scoot. They're not worried about the book.
They're not.
They're counting the bodies and trying to check for like signs of life and everything else.
Okay, so do I have am I seeing, like out of the corner of my eye, do I start to see the city guard start flooding this room?
You can hear them in the main dining room down below.
Okay.
Start to come up the stairs.
So we're like a turn away from them being in here?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Zay steps out to let them know that the Lord has been injured and he's in the guest room.
Okay. And a contingent of them immediately
Sorry.
splits away. Okay.
When I hear them, I'm gonna disengage and try to run after Yala before she makes it out the window, balcony.
And you make it off the balcony, and you see Yala huddled over 2 children, just making sure that they're safe, basically. And she looks at you, like, very afraid. Scoot and Zay, you're with the City Watch. Lark, you're down below. How do you react to Ilka, I guess, when you see this?
I sheath my weapon and I go and sit with her.
Oh, okay. And she doesn't say anything to you, but she just sits and waits for the City Watch to come in, and Rabas stands down as the City Watch arrive. He is in the middle of his bloodlust, but then once he sees all these armed guards walking in, he lowers his axe and plays the part of a dutiful guard again. So what story do the 2 of you tell them as they walk into the room? Zay and Scoot.
I'm downstairs.
Oh, you're all the way downstairs.
Well, I was in the library.
Oh, you were? Oh,
Yeah.
I totally missed that. Okay. So you went down with Lark?
Yeah. That's why I
Right.
wanted to do the thing before they went upstairs. Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm downstairs.
Gotcha. So you with Lark giving a testimonial, or did you have another agenda down there?
Well, I was just finding out what's happening, but no, yeah.
Okay.
When they came in, I let them know about the
So Scoot's alone upstairs.
Scoot, you're with Rabas upstairs.
You took off already?
I'm within earshot. I'm on the balcony.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you went out
Because it's right
after-
on the adjacent.
Yep. Okay. I just
Put your axe down.
foot of the great axe down. I'm just catching up with my friend here.
And Rabas gives you the strongest side eye you've ever seen. It's still like one eye is still bloodshot, and it's like bulging out. And he's like doing everything he can like to not just take a swing at you right now.
He has the best recipe for spice bread. Ask him. I say to the guard,
"It's true. There's some downstairs." And he walks out. And you and Yala, I guess, are kind of separated by the City Watch as they file in, and she doesn't have anything to say to you. She's bewildered by your presence, and a little bit fearful. Let's call it right there. Let's end up the end of the episode.
Twin Portals is produced and edited by Scott Hebert. The adventure is created by our Dungeon Master Matthias Valero, and the rest of the Silver Waves of Justice are played by Kendra Carlson, Beth Brophy, and Justin Peck, with a special appearance by Mr. E. Robert Lee. Our next live adventure will take place on Wednesday, November 13th at 7:30 p.m. in the Teatro Zuccone in downtown Duluth. There's once again no fee for admission. We'd love it if you came and watch us play in person. If between adventures you want to know what we're playing, or reading, or thinking, come join us in our Discord server. Details are available on our Facebook page. Give us a like on there, as well as our Instagram and Twitter pages. When you're not listening to Swoge, we'd appreciate it if you gave some love to our friends at The Nearest Stars, Horror Rewind, and Take It With You. Thank you to Leeland and Campana for use of his song Avernum as our theme song. Thank you so much to the Renegade Theater Company, Teatro Zuccone, and Mary Fox for supporting us and giving us a place to record. And finally, a very special announcement. The entire Twin Portals team wishes Angela and Matthias Valero a huge congratulations on the birth of their first child. Mother and daughter are doing very well, and we wish the whole party all the best as they start this new adventure. Welcome to Swoge, Baby Valero. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you all November 13th for the next Twin Portals.
They
And
had
if
a
your
McDonald's
album played
menu
the whole
song that came out
song.
that way too. I do have that memorized still.
That's good. We're going to record that.
Speaking of-
D&D, a quarter pounder
Speaking of
whiskey cheese
eating
fillet, a
cats.
fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal, McNuggets, tasty golden French regular, a large size salad shepherd garden, or a chicken salad, Oriental, big breakfast, egg McMuffins, hot cakes and sausage biscuits, bacon, egg, and for dessert, hot apple pies and sundaes, 3 varieties, a saucer of cone, 3 kinds of shakes and chocolate chip cookies, and to drink a Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Orange Sprite. I love McDonald's. Good time, great days, and I get this all in one place.
Diabetes.